I mean, we're not talking about anyone's chest hair this time, so that's a good
Not,
start.
Could be.
not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, should we talk about? Nope, I won't be mean to the person who's not here.
Do it.
Wait, which one? Because I think it's okay to be mean to certain ones.
Well,
Like one I'm going to be doing
Yeah.
voice for because he's not here once again.
I wouldn't be dream to be mean to the other one. She's got you for that.
Oh, hi, we're live.
Yes, we. I don't know on their end, but on my end, it said we've been live for like
And
50
anyways,
seconds.
that's how I lost my medical license.
Oh God.
Twitch.tv. Hi. Welcome back. We are a little light tonight. We're missing two of our players. However, the show must go on. So, we're going to be jumping into this in a minute, but for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we're jumping into this in a minute, but for those of you who are joining us for the first time, it's a very homebrewy version of Curse of Strahd. So, if you haven't played it or you're currently playing it, minor spoilers, but some of it, like the stuff that's going down tonight, is not in the book. That being said, I would love to introduce you to our amazing players we have tonight. We'll start with the closest one to me. One, Mr. Blackthorn's Apothecary. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your character?
Well, I'm playing Bellifer's Bride, the half-drow bard rogue warlock. I hate Barovia so much, and I just want to go home. It's so depressing.
I will say that I've been listening to a lot of Dungeons and Daddies lately, and I'm going to step up character introductions at the beginning of our stream just a little bit by adding something. Tell us one thing about Bellifer's Bride that we don't know.
He ain't.
I am so glad you got this question first.
Yes, I knew this question was coming. I'm super prepared. Well, I may be a bard. I ain't one for singing, and my pa raised me to be a respectful individual. I ain't run to, let's just say, I'm not one to just let anyone have a bite of the sandwich.
Moving right along.
Wow.
You can't top that.
Yeah, wow.
You don't know what it means.
No idea.
When a man loves a woman, is a little short on changing the rent is due.
Right.
Megalgat, if you would please introduce your character.
Yes. Hi, I'm playing Maris 50, the halfling mastermind rogue / archfey pact of the deck warlock. The only thing she's good at is honestly playing cards and pissing people off. She's a terrible rogue otherwise, and a terrible warlock also. So, but she's still alive, so it works.
And tell us something about Maris, that the party doesn't know.
I mean, I could tell you a lot about my other character. Let's see.
Every single time we play this, there will be a different question, and I will shotgun somebody else first.
I just realized I do have a potential secret, and since this is player knowledge, not character knowledge. She absolutely has a crush on Bellifer's. Like, she 100% has a thing for him.
That is a tall drink of sandwich.
So the one silver dagger she have is the one that he gave her, and so it hasn't come up in game yet, but 100%.
I mean, when you got it, you got it.
You do. I mean, everyone loves Bellifer's, even squirrels.
Speaking of squirrels, Mr. Stripper Rabbit, why don't you tell us a little bit about Sir Squeaks?
Hello. I am playing Sir Squeaks, the Oath of Devotion Paladin. I don't know why I forgot about that. He is a whopping 2 feet 4 inches tall. I think that height changes every single time I play him. I just keep adding on 1 inch to be taller and taller. So by the end of it, I'm the same height as
Sir
Maris.
Squeaks is a grower.
I definitely, and it's quite the something. The secret of Sir Squeaks would be that his first
We're starting early, folks.
sexual encounter, as a squirrel, was at the age of 4, which is like 22 in squirrel years. Like, wait, I gotta make this good. And it was to a unicorn, and
Is that how you know what that horn do?
oh, that's how he knows. That's how he knows what both horns do. So it's that's Sir Squeaks. He's devoted to the idea of wanting to make sure that he finds the true one love in his life, and Strahd ain't it. So he's got to make his way fucking out of here.
And to all of our viewers there on Twitch, we're not monetized yet, but just in case to get into good practice so we don't get demonetized, in light of that story, always remember that nay means nay.
Boo.
Stop it!
You still get a point of inspiration.
Oh, I'll use it too.
Oh, God.
So everybody but Maris is there with the abbot.
Mhm.
What happens last? Actually, for a point of inspiration, who would like to regale us?
I did it last time.
Oh,
I mean, I can do it, but if it's from the character's point of view, I only know what Maris knows.
Harold, I think it's on you, my friend.
well, I do believe we found out that that child that I initially thought was a zombie werewolf. Turns out that wasn't it. It's what we call a sin spawn, and it's way worse. So we were at a crossroads where we had to make a decision.
Mhm.
Do we kill the child? Do we tell the child's parents about what he is? Or do we defend the city while the abbot performs a cleansing ritual? Then there was some stuff that I wasn't involved in because I wasn't at the house. No, wait, I did go. There was some sneaking. Oh, I slept the whole time. I slept by myself. I slept.
Bubble.
Yep, that's what I slept in my own bubble by myself for the first time since the beginning of this campaign.
Some of us
I'm making
stayed up.
a tiny hut inside of a tiny hut, as I recall.
Mhm.
Some of us stayed up and now have a point of exhaustion still
I
because they
feel.
had to keep watch to make sure someone didn't wander off, and then a small thing didn't come in and eat us.
I woke up wide eyed and bushy tailed. No offense.
No, you woke up to me hitting you in the face with the crowbar as your hut disappeared.
That is also true.
I would say it's roughly 2:00 in the afternoon. A couple other things happens. You found a statue in a pond near the abbey with a very familiar looking gentleman portrayed in like alabaster stone. And Arena reacted very strongly to it. She's already fainted once. And this ethereal, wispy smoke began like trailing from her body, going towards that statue. Going from her left hand, her right hand began to turn gray to wither. You're able to snap her out of it. The abbot kind of explained, much like Aya, the child, her soul is souling for two.
Mhm.
She has Tatiana's soul, and Tatiana witnessed. Oh, we're moving around on the stream. Tatiana still yearns for Sergei. and was reaching out. And in the process, it was draining the life from Irina, who is her own unique individual. In order to have a personality, you have to have a soul, and the personality develops independently. Um, with Aya, the child of the Burgmeister, it was their seventh child. The first six died in early childhood. Aya himself was slain by wolves when he wandered too far away from the village. The abbot is a very, very powerful celestial being. He has the ability to raise the dead. However, any soul that's been gone for more than a week has a chance to be corrupted. And Aya was dead for 2 or 3 weeks before they found his body. What the party discovered was this very jovial, happy-go-lucky 8-year-old boy who's just hungry. He was always hungry. Just so hungry. His soul has been tainted by one of the sins, specifically gluttony. In our rendition of Curse of Strahd, the Dark Lords, the powers that be in the Shadow Fell, are personifications of the 7 deadly sins. The abbot also told you that Strahd himself, through a similar experience, his soul is corrupted by pride. Aya is being corrupted by gluttony, and he's soon going to change into something. With everything going forward, they're essentially given a few options. The city of Kresk has been devoid of Strahd's influence for nearly 700 years, almost as long as Barovia has been around, because the abbot is concentrating on a very powerful, modified version of protection from good and evil. There's a bubble essentially around the city. He believes he can cleanse the soul of the child, but in order to do so, he will have to break concentration on this spell. And that was the choice that the party, sans Maris, who is busy taking Aya, I believe he was riding on your shoulders, taking him back home,
It's lunchtime.
while the rest of the party was trying to figure out what they wanted to do. So, Belephus and Sir Squeaks, we'll start with you guys. What are you doing? You're still right there with the abbot. What are you doing?
The abbot just dropped the fucking bomb on us and
He
explained
did
all
just
of it.
drop that bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned to Bell and look him really close up and down, and I say, let's just bounce, all right? Let's just get the fuck out of here. Let's not kill the child. Let's tell the dad. Let's get the fuck out of here. We dropped off Irina, right? If they want to drop the spell and cleanse the child, they can do so. But forgive me for being, true neutral. But, like, what is it to say that we should be risking our lives for these people?
Ain't you a paladin?
Yeah, and I'm devoted to myself. I'm devoted to getting us the fuck out of here. That's the promise I made to myself.
I can't believe I am going to say this, but perhaps we should attempt to help this town, these people. At the very least, we should just off the kid.
When did I become the voice of reason here? Where's Maris? Where is Maris? Because I know Maris would side with me.
She's currently on the way back to the Burgermeister's home. with
the demon
that little
child.
demon spawn, Damien, riding atop her
Oh
shoulders.
God.
As Maris, as you're walking back, your ears begin to burn just a little bit, and the wind blows just right. So back at the Abbey, you hear, "Hurry, hurry! I'm hungry." Yeah.
I mean, I gave you my ration. What more do you want? We're almost there.
I know. I'm trying to be patient. They say that's a virtue.
Yep. Yeah. Just don't bite me.
You look like you taste salty.
Yes. Yes, I do. Very, very bitter. Also.
The back at the Abbey, the habit chimes in. Give me a second. Let me get this voice right. Stay a while and listen. There we go. I am not one to judge. However, I respect your decision, whatever it may be. And the child, if he transforms, will lay waste to a large part of this city. If I drop the spell and the walls are not properly manned, then Strahd will lay waste to a large part of this city. Um, I'm devoid of morality, as you mortals know. Personally, I would. What was it your other friend said? Yeet the child.
Listen, the Burgermeister and his wife have been very, very kind to us.
If you do yeet him, though, I would love his eyelids.
Mm. Oh, oh,
You were saying.
Squeak, you may have a point.
I, I understand the gravity of the question that's being asked of us. However, my point is, are we the one to make that decision for the parents? We should at least present the Burgermeister with all of the options. But also, we don't have a time to know. We don't have a time frame. This kid could wake up into this diabolical monster any second.
Actually, you could ask me. I could have told you a time frame.
Tell us a time frame.
There is a time frame. Judging by the way he's transforming, I would say the change will be irreversible in, say, 5 hours.
I'm sorry, did you say 5 to 6 hours?
Oh, roughly. It's time's weird in this plane.
I thought that is a time
Sometimes it feels
frame.
like I've been here 700 years. Sometimes it feels like I've been here. Who am I kidding? 700 years. I've been in Barovia a long time.
Okay. You see, is there anything else that we should possibly know? Say, is this going to be, what do they call it in my country? Like a xenomorph where slowly he turns into this thing? Or is it going to be like just a snap of the fingers and all of a sudden he bubbles up into this monster?
Well, if I had to wager a guess, I felt a voice connected to one of your spirits. It's one of you who's not here at the moment, who cried up to the heavens that we hadn't had combat in 4 sessions. So it would probably be an explosive change.
Okay. Hmm.
Once gluttony takes hold in this soul's child, or in this child's soul, rather, it will explode out of his body
Okay.
and claim it.
That
Gluttony does not savor.
that seems like I personally would have led with that, You know, when we were talking about this child, instead of me
I'm not
saying,
trained in public speaking
okay, but you're
or storytelling. There's a reason I say stay a while and listen, because it takes me a while to get to the point.
okay. Yeah, maybe we need to work on the point to moment, but at this point in time, we need to move on to go make sure that Maris is not getting eaten alive at this current moment. I know you said 5 or 6 hours, but also, and I look over
Or
to
5 or 6 minutes, hours, days
I
are weird.
I look over at the corpse bride, the
She
Frankenstein.
looks back at you, opens her maw, and like the chorus of 4 different voices. I said cover your mouth when you burp.
Okay.
And she covers her mouth.
This is I turn to Belle. This is insane. This is actually fucking insane. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole?
As we say in my country.
As we say in my country, like I'm just trying to. I take a deep breath and I just say, thank you very much. We need to go discuss this with Maris. Because as far as she knows, she doesn't know what that child is.
Sir Baron Slip chimes in at the moment. I've only got one of these dream cakes left, and if I'm dying, I'm not doing it sober. Inhales a dream cake. And that is where Baron Plip is tonight.
Did you forget that those are made of children's bones?
You don't seem to give a fuck about them either.
I just turn to Belle and I just say, let us go. Let us just fucking go.
I hate this place
Yeah.
so much. Almost as much as I hate the Feywild. We should just go.
I would say being burdened by a child that is essentially the same size as her, you were able to catch up with Maris before she gets back to the Burgermeister's mansion.
Aw, bummer. I wanted a moment
As
by
Aya's
myself.
looking at you, she's like, hey, I have it. My parents won't let me try wine, but we could totally steal a coat from the coat room, and I could wear it, and we could go buy wine. You're too short to drink wine, too, so we could try it
I
together.
Wait. Where's the wine? Just tell me which house the wine's at, and I will bring you some.
It's that one. As you're passing a house with a red roof, because all the important houses on the map have red roofs.
And what about whiskey?
I don't know what that is.
That's good. Do you keep not knowing what that is for a few more years?
Okay.
I touch the child and I
It
cast
sounds
command
like bad
on him.
decisions. What's the save?
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, dear. One moment. Let me actually grab my dice because I realize I haven't grabbed those yet.
He is still technically hexed also, but you guys, you just need to let me have a moment alone. I had a plan. You weren't supposed to catch up with me. Jerks.
This whole time we're walking, I will just be casting message to you and basically telling you everything we learned about this child.
Oh,
Okay.
great. Children are awful.
And it would have started with, all right, so don't freak out, but you are carrying a demon spawn atop your shoulders that wants to eat your face.
Don't freak out, but I kind of already guessed that after last night.
That's weird. I don't want to eat your face. Where's that voice coming from?
I cast command on him. What was his wisdom save?
Oh, Jesus. You guys, you're ruining my fun.
Nat 20.
Wow, that burp came out of nowhere.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Wait, you really?
What were you trying to command him?
I said I was gonna touch his shoulder and say sleep.
I'm not sleepy. I'm hungry. Yeah.
I am terrified of this child now. I'm like, holy fuck, that's worked on every adult I've casted on here.
So,
How close are we to this kid's house?
it's right there. You're
Cool.
within rock throwing distance.
Put him down
The short
and-
lady said. The short lady said she was going to get us whiskey.
Well, no. I said wine. You don't get whiskey for me. Just go get some lunch.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll be back for a whiskey. And he runs off.
Okay, so totally had an idea, and y'all just kind of stepped on my plan. So what?
Should we burn the house down and just leave the town?
Seriously, why don't we just leave the fucking town?
All right, we could just go right now, and just no one will know.
We should let the Burgermeister know that child. And I kind of look around to make sure that there's no one within earshot of us. And I say, that child we have a time frame of possibly up to 6 hours before that child becomes a monster.
Listen,
I don't trust you to be calm. How about I go talk to them?
that Abbott is insane. It could be hours, minutes, days. What if telling the family? What if he finds out? What if that's the trigger that makes him change?
Cool. So what if he's eating his family right now?
And we walk into that. Do we really want to deal with that?
Yes.
We can't leave. We can't leave Irina in the city with that monster.
We ditched her at the Abbey. She's at the Abbey, right?
Yeah.
I was prepared to kill her like a couple
She
days
is.
ago.
She did stay at the Abbey.
She can stay here.
She excused herself from the conversation as Cletus showed her back to her room. I don't think it was Cletus. It's Cletus now.
It's Clovis.
I like Cletus better, but
That's
Clovis.
fine.
Clovis showed her to her room where she'd be staying.
Okay. So we successfully got rid of her finally. That's great. I can go tell the parents Sir Squeaks is not in a condition to talk to people right now.
Well, I should definitely still go, because I can cast a Zone of Truth.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just gonna go
What's the
find the
guarantee
mother.
that they're going to believe you?
The more I stand here and talk, the more shit can possibly happen. I'm just gonna walk into the house and find the mom.
The mother already knows.
I know the mother already knows something. I was in that conversation too.
And thieves can't. I will just say, all right, I'll attempt to distract him. You go tell the family, just like, hey, Sir Squeak, look, a very attractive man.
Where?
Hey, why don't you guys go find our pet sheep? Maybe we can take it with us. That seems like a good idea.
Why don't we pack up our room? We never packed up our shit.
I keep all my things with me at all times.
I keep all my shit with me at all times. Like, I'm a fucking thief. It's all on my back.
Oh. Well, I left my backpack upstairs, so I'm going upstairs.
My god.
Looks like we're all going on a trip.
You guys going back into the house?
Yeah. I'm the parents.
You walk back into the house, and the Burgermeister has Aya by his hands, like spinning, and like the centrifugal force is lifting Aya's feet from the ground, and they're both laughing. The mother is standing at the top of the stairs where you'd have to walk past, kind of covering her mouth, watching. She looks at the three of you, and the color leaves her face.
Okay. I would like to ask, could you join us down here?
I prefer not.
Okay,
You shut down
Burgermeister,
that.
would you join me? I need to have a word with you and your wife.
Oh yes. I run along now. The adults have to talk.
Go eat your lunch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat all my lunch. Yeah, because I'm a big strong boy.
Yeah.
Runs off.
Sure are, Buckaroo. Sure are.
Is Is there a problem?
Are we all did she come down and join us?
She is still at the head of the stairs, up top,
if you could, is there a place for us?
white knuckle grip.
I mean, if there's a place you'd rather speak up there, we can all come to you, miss. It's your choice. Either you can come down here, or I will come up there.
Stairs. She walks down.
As soon as she and the Burgermeister are within 10 feet of me, they need to make I need the Burgermeister and his wife to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
As I invoke my Fey presence.
Burgermeister is going to roll a 9, and the mother is going to roll a 3.
Cool. They are both charmed by me. As my Fey presence takes a hold.
You can just pick people and it affects them?
Well, hopefully neither of you were within 10 feet.
No, I was upstairs grabbing my...
I'm actually with you.
Then yeah, you also need to make a wisdom save.
Make a will save.
Okay. Thank you, half drow. Oh, that's okay. No. Well, I don't know what that was gonna be, but I rolled a natural 16.
Did it roll off the table?
It's way over there.
That's a 1.
The first one I rolled was a 16 because I have advantage because I'm half elf.
That's fair.
For a total of 15 because I have a -1 to my wisdom saves.
Really hoping you'd fail to, but no, you are not charmed by me.
The Burgermeister himself, his demeanor does not seem to change. He's already very trusting of you. Any effects would be very passive, and he would be unaware of. The wife, it is a much more visible effect. The color doesn't necessarily return to her face, but the grip on that banister loosens just a little bit. A weight seems to come off of her body.
Cool. If you could just... There is something we should discuss. I'm going to try to do this tactfully. Not my strong suit.
You've run out of turnips, haven't you?
No, those will never run out. All hail Dave.
All hail Dave.
You hear it from upstairs. All hail Dave.
There was some distressing news that I don't know if we ever got Mrs. Burgermeister's name, but we'll just call her Mrs. Burgermeister. Of which I think you already know what I'm about to say. And that thing in there is not your son.
That thing in there is my son.
No, that is your son's body. And what is inside your son's body is not his soul. And the abbot can back us up on this. And you already know this, ma'am. And the longer you keep him around, the more in danger you will be.
No, he said it would be. And the Burgermeister, God love you for making me roleplay 2 characters at the same time.
You're welcome.
What are you talking about? It's clearly my son.
Okay. When the abbot brought your son back, he told your wife that he might not come back as himself, and he did not come back as himself. I thought he was a zombie werewolf. Apparently he's not, but he does transform, and he eats your sheep, and he's the one who's been killing your sheep. And you can also ask your servants about the puddle of blood they cleaned up last night that he tracked back in. And your son is I don't know if he's a demon. That's a bit strong. Monster.
I believe the correct terminology that we got was sin spawn.
Okay, there we go. I wasn't part of that conversation. I just know what I know, and the fact of the matter is, your son ain't there anymore. He's gonna kill everybody the longer you keep him around.
He's a bit hungrier than most since he came back.
Yep. And when we came here, last night at dinner, my dear friend upstairs packing his stuff has lots of cool abilities and was able to sense that your son is undead, meaning he is not alive. That is not your child, and I highly suggest you don't keep him around. And I'm willing to help you with that.
What do you mean? Don't
you should
around? He's my son.
No, he's not.
You should do your son a kindness and let him rest.
I think you should do us all a kindness and leave.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Totally going to do it. I'm just going to tell you, the longer that he's alive, the more of your citizens will likely die. And as you try to explain why all your sheep are vanishing and other things get eaten, just keep in mind that it's your son, and I have told you the 100 honest truth.
I come
What else do you
downstairs
have to
and
say?
I'm holding a pecan pastry and I'm eating it. How's it going?
Saying
What else
it's
did the abbot say to you?
well, what he said was that your son ain't right. Your son did not come back. Something else came back in his stead. That whatever that is, that sin spawn, it's going to continue to eat, and then it's going to change, and then it's going to eat all of you and everyone else that lives here.
Roll deception.
Is that not what the abbot said?
That is not what the abbot said.
I say an advantage because
The abbot said that his soul was corrupted and something was taking over.
Yeah.
it's close
That
enough.
being said, if you believe that, then don't worry about rolling the deception.
That's what Bell believes because Bell's not observant. He doesn't listen fully.
That is fair. What else did the abbot say? Did he
I
say there was a way to reverse this?
I come forward and I say, there is a way. There's a couple
on.
of problems with this, however. Just a couple of problems. One, you know the
There are
protective
problems with everything. Go on.
you know the protective barrier that protects you from Strahd. Correct?
Aye.
The abbot has to concentrate on that to keep it up, to keep it going, to keep you all safe, right? In order
Aye.
for him to cast this spell that would save your son's soul, he would have to drop the barrier. And the moment he would, Strahd himself would know. Are you willing? And I get up onto the table, I look him straight in the eyes. As a man, are you okay
Man card.
with killing your people? Or are you okay with letting go of your already dead son?
I've lost 7 children now, including him. I would not lose another. But it is not only my life. We don't vote much here in Kresk. But I will call for one.
We can...
Oh, I say that we're good. I'm done.
I wish...
I'll go ahead.
No, I just said... If that's what you wish for your people. But this monster has a 6-hour time frame. Your son will no longer be your son in 6 hours.
Well, he's not your son now, but
The vote will take less than an hour.
I just wanted to mention your son, or not son, whatever it is. He likes to eat a lot, and I understand that food is very tight. It's very scarce here. Would you like to buy some more turnips before we go?
I do believe we've bought quite enough of what you're selling.
I do, and then just
can't.
the last thing I need to say, and I will have said my piece, and I will leave. I have nothing else to say. Our dear friend Arena is staying behind at the Abbot. If the vote goes to your son staying around as well, and I hear that he has brought harm upon her, then the vote's not going to matter. And I will come and take care of your problem.
Be that as it may,
Ooh.
Kresk has dealt with its problems for 700 years. It will continue to do so.
Yep.
If
Peace out.
our people decide that my son shall die, it shall be by my hand.
I
He
want
places the dagger back on his hip, goes back into the dining room,
on
and grabs the spear that was radiating magic from above the mantelpiece.
I look at him as he's collecting the spear and he's about to walk out, and I say, "You remember this morning when I came into your home and I told you about the sheep that had been murdered?
I recall all too well.
You told me that whoever caused it would be taken care of.
I do.
I believe it was you also yesterday that said that you have not been able to survive this long without taking responsibility, that sacrifices must be made for the betterment of everyone.
You need not tell me how to rule, small man.
No, I do not
Tonight,
wish to tell you how to rule. I wish to remind you of your words. I wish to remind
and I
you.
will educate you on our ways. I will ask the people, because in Kresk, all is for the good of the community. Tonight, or tomorrow, perhaps, either my son dies, and we have no need to worry about food, or we save my son, and in the process, the defenders on the walls die, and then the food need not stretch further than it already does. It is not my choice to make. We live in a society.
5 hours. That's all you have.
As I said, the vote will take less than an hour, perhaps half of one.
Yeah, Sir Squeaks, they could probably get with voting if we just left now.
You need not stay. Irina will be safe in the Abbey. It's the most defensible position in all the city.
Well, this has been a most enjoyable visit.
Outside, you hear a horn sound. The manservant comes down. He's kind of wearing a horn across his chest. Sir, the pet, the commune has been assembling to vote.
Let's go.
All right, well, I hope you guys don't die.
Bye. As we walk out, I mutter,
Yeah.
I think I prefer Valakee to this place.
As you guys you walk out, a crowd's already beginning to form. They're all standing around. In each of their hands, every single one of them holds a black stone and a white stone. The manservant is setting 2 pots down on the porch. They're still assembling, waiting to hear exactly what they're voting on. There's muttering coming across. Voting something they don't do often. They obey because they trust the Burgermeister has the good of all of them in mind at all times. 7 on 3.
Yep, leaving town.
Gonna whisper to Maris, should I try to swing the vote?
No. We should
All
just
right.
leave.
All right. I'll cast message to one person and just say, "Wow, Burgermeister's son he just ain't right anymore." That's it. I'm just gonna walk out.
The last thing
Does
that
that allow a response?
It does.
Wait, what? That's all you get.
The last thing that I would say before I left the house, I would bow my head to the wife, who I'm assuming is just in shambles at this point.
Broken. As soon as Maris broke eye contact and the spell dropped, immediately fell to her knees. Burgomeister ignoring the shit out of her right now and is walking out the door to address his people.
That's gonna be a happy marriage.
I turn to her and I bow my head and I say, I did not lose a son, but I lost a mother.
Perhaps you'll know my pain when you lose 7 of them.
Regardless of what this vote is, I hope your son finds peace.
She's bawling. So you guys walking towards the gate? Where are you going?
I'd like to walk towards the gate, past the sheep.
The sheep are still there. There are fewer of them than where there were the night before, but there are sheep.
Is the shepherd there, and is our pet sheep there?
The shepherd is there. Roll animal handling.
10.
You're not sure. They all look kind of like your sheep.
They look like sheep. I'm a city kid. What do I know about sheep?
Oh, hi guys. How's it going?
We're leaving.
Oh, okay. Well, bye then. I hope to see you again. Yeah,
Take good care of our sheep.
I try to. I hope the thing doesn't come to eat them again.
Yeah.
No,
Don't let.
no.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
But if they do, I'll wallop them.
Good. Good. Good.
And he just waves. Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at these. Apparently I'm not, because I keep missing the goddamn dice thing.
It's a 15.
14.
What did you say, Sir Squeaks?
14.
Oh, shit. I'm so happy I'm a rogue now. That's a 17.
Beautiful. I would say, Belephus, you're the first one to notice this. There is a very familiar figure standing atop the wall. Long reddish auburn hair, bow, silvered arrow strapped to her back. Watching. Just watching the woodland. It's Irina.
I will cast message, and I will say to her, it's been a real pleasure. Do try to take care of yourself.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best to top these walls. I've heard what they're voting about. If the child turns, then we'll turn our arrows inward. But I won't have a death on my soul. That's unwarranted.
Just give like a little wave. Keep on walking.
I wave, and as I'm waving, I'm gonna flip her off, and then I'll wave again. Because we're best friends.
It was lovely meeting you too, Maris. I hope no one eats you in your time away.
I am also riding Fey Belephus right now. My little steed. And so I have him kick up one leg and do what we practiced.
What did you practice?
Nay.
God bless it.
I give him a turnip to chew on.
Assuming
Right.
you're also dragging a very drugged Baron with you.
It took you a little bit to shoulder through the crowd, the guards open the door, you make your way outside.
Seriously,
Doors
y'all, I think I prefer Valaki.
shut behind you. And there is a roar of sound, a cacophony of human voices behind you.
Cool. Bye.
Do they sound like cheering? Do they sound like jeering? Like, what does it sound like?
Roll perception. Actually, no. Roll insight.
Okay.
Mhm.
What is my insight score?
Belle doesn't care enough to try and find out.
That is an 18 on insight.
Cheers.
Belephus, should I feel worse? No, I don't feel bad at all. Should I feel bad about how we left that town? No.
I was reminded how fucking depressing this place is.
I mean, right? I mean, you ever just kind of find yourself wishing you could go home, even though we both face arrest, imprisonment, and potentially death in Waterdeep? I almost prefer it.
I mean, it's all just so normal.
Yeah.
Once we start moving a little bit more and they're having this conversation, I would bow my head and I would say a small prayer to Dave.
God fucking damn it, Dave.
And I would say, if this child is to be passed on, I know not what jurisdiction you and your turnips have, but if you could possibly make sure he passes on to the other side more safely this time, that'd be pretty dope. So,
Roll religion.
Squeaks, I think his soul is already on the other side.
No, remember, everyone's telling us souls don't actually leave this place. It's
That's right.
floating in the mist somewhere.
I fucking forgot another reason why I hate this place.
My religion is a 16.
You get nothing in response. You may have all been talking to yourself.
Okay. Well, I have I have a negative in religion because I'm not that type of paladin, so I couldn't roll.
I'm not that type of paladin.
I rolled a 17 on the die. If a 17 doesn't do anything, then I can't do anything for the babe. I'm sorry.
Seeing Sir Squeaks in distress, I feel a little twinge of sadness for him. Look, the mother knew. Like, we were all there this morning. She knows, and she's being the selfish one by keeping him around. And if there's something I understand very well, it's not a parent's love. It's how to be a selfish person.
Where are you guys going?
I'm sorry, I'm not good at comforting people. But you know what will make you feel better? I think our next stop was going to check out the wine place to see why they haven't been delivering wine.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you'd rather, we can skip that, Sir Squeaks, and we can go to Yesterhill and find your Dawnblade.
Would that, Squeaks, would that make you happy? Finding the Dawnblade so we can kill Strahd?
No,
That put a smile on your face.
I have some apologies I may need to make to some ravens. Even if we're not going to be coming back to this place to make a wine delivery.
No, they weren't delivering to Valaki either, so.
So I'd like to go see what's going on with them, if it's on our way anyway, you know.
Yeah, I think it was them and then Yesterhill. So we'd have to pass the wine place to get to Yesterhill anyway.
Yeah. So let's do wine blaze. Let's have a girls' night.
Wine tour!
I assume you guys are walking as you're talking?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
As you guys are walking, you see eyes in the woods. Yellow, glinting with the late afternoon lights. You've seen these eyes before. They're wolves. They move. Parting to the side, moving away from the path. They're letting you go by.
Is anybody else finding it a bit disconcerting that they're allowing us to continue?
I think everything we do here is at the behest of our lovely host, who we'll have to say thank you to sometime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could keep shooting them. I shot his bat the other night, and it kind of exploded, and he didn't seem to care for that. But I think it'd be harder to explode a wolf with one arrow.
You might be right.
You could say hi to him tonight if you like. As you
Um,
head to the crossroads.
Fuck this
There's
guy.
Rahaden
There's
with the black
Strahd.
carriage. Rahaden
Oh, Rahadi.
with the black carriage. The invitation for dinner is still open.
Yes. You should teach your master that when he invites people to dinner, if he wants them at a certain time and day, he should probably include that in the invitation.
It was an open invitation. You're very busy men and ladies.
Yeah. Still busy. No, thank you.
So I see. You've already invited him to dinner tonight. He's just returning the favor.
Off chance, did Sir Squeaks and Bello share everything the abbot said with Maris?
I would have shared everything via message
Cool.
as we walked.
Okay, just curious.
I have to share
Well-
that while it's still fresh in my mind.
My vote is no to dinner tonight, gentlemen, as I am the only female in this group.
Breakfast tomorrow, then?
Perhaps.
Brunch, perhaps. He makes the absolute best mimosas.
Oh,
You
I
think
I
so?
I hear his Bloody Marys are to die for.
Okay.
You, madam, have terrible taste in humor.
Yes. Yeah. Well.
All I know is when we come for dinner, I will be leaving with that sword. It is a mighty fine sword.
Why, thank you. I'd love to test it against yours again, though I feel I've heard you've already done so against your own party.
It was a little skirmish.
Performance anxiety, believe me, I know.
I hate him so much.
Hey,
Just
what would it take to see one of your blades again?
Well,
No, the
simply ask. And he
Yeah.
draws out 2 scimitars.
No, I meant the daggers that you so thoughtfully chucked into my friends a couple days ago.
Oh, would you like one?
I would love one.
Catch.
Sweet.
You think if we fought him right now, we could take him?
No.
Does a 19 hit?
Oh, it absolutely hits.
I need a Constitution save.
19.
Okay. You're going to take 5 points of piercing damage. And as this dagger sticks into your shoulder, immediately look down and you see the veins that come to this shoulder begin to radiate out this glowing, angry red. And then and a droplet of black fluid falls out of the wound.
And I keep this, and I just go.
Absolutely, it's a gift.
I'll tuck that one up my sleeve with my other daggers.
If you use it, I will send you the stats.
Sweet.
since we're just having fun, I'm going
Give
to
me chat.
cast command on him. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
Fucking command.
Paladin's gonna be the one to get us
19.
killed.
A 19, yeah, that's way higher than my DC.
What was your command?
My command was gonna be P.
And he raises his brow.
Jesus
What
Christ.
filthy kinks do they have in the Ardenweald now?
You would know quite about filthy. You're the one that's sweeping Strahd's floors these days, I hear.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. No.
Are you one of his brides now?
Oh, he couldn't afford me.
Hmm.
That being said, shall you come to dinner tonight? He'd love to meet you.
My answer is still no, gentlemen. How about you?
Was he wearing any rings? Anything made out of metal?
He's wearing chainmail. He's wearing his 2 scimitars.
I'm casting. Nope. I want to cast heat metal on the chainmail so much, but that might get us killed. I'm not going to be chaotic this time.
Let's not get Baron Plip killed when
Ooh.
Baron Plip isn't here.
Baron
I-
Flip is in Bell's pocket, just licking random nothings.
Strung out.
Snozzberries taste like snozzberries. Ah.
Anyone
Oh, hi,
paying
how are you?
attention? Anyone paying attention to Bell will notice he is just gritting his teeth. He's not saying a word, and he is just glaring daggers at Raha dead.
I think that's no from him also, Sir Squeak. Is your answer also no?
My answer is a definite no. And I say I won't have some. I will not be joining him for dinner. But how about some dessert for you before we go? Fuck off. And I continue walking.
As he says nothing. The door to the carriages pull open. Mr. Boniface, if I may ask a question.
Go ahead.
Have you wondered why your rapier and my scimitar have a similar aura about them?
I must admit, I have not wondered that, but I am thinking it now.
Just curious. Carry on.
Carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Have a wonderful evening.
Yes. Our regards. The Lord of the Castle.
I'll tell him you said hi.
Yep.
Oh, I hate your stupid face.
Behind you, the sky shimmers, and a ripple goes across, almost like a dome, as if it's peeling away.
Oh God. I turn back and I'm like, really? Y'all are choosing to. Oh,
Hey, they made their chores.
no, but it's a
You're still
stupid
able to
choice.
see the dark blue sky above the city, and the clouds begin slowly creeping in, closing above the village.
I'm.
And with that, we're going to take a tiny little bio break.
Okay. Goodness.
It's been an hour. We'll be back in 5. I'm going to let you guys stew in this.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Be right back. Hi, I'm back.
Does that just milk this down?
Yeah,
It's not.
I'm going
Excellent.
to
It's
move
technically cookies
some
and
of
milk.
this stuff around. Hopefully it will fix itself. There we go. I don't know why it did this, but we should be back on track now.
That's okay.
Okay. But if we move again,
Let's leave it.
yeah, if your videos move again, I swear to God. Because you guys have been shifting around so much.
Oh, we're back.
We are back.
We are back. So, as you guys are walking past, you're starting to get back into the woods again. It's maybe I don't know, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. And you see that shimmering wall go down. Behind you, figures begin to man the walls.
Well, they made their choice. Shall we?
Above you, the clouds begin to swirl, and they make a very familiar face.
Great.
And you hear a voice booming. Well, now, Kresge boys and girls, I'm very inclusive. You have something that doesn't belong to you. I'll give you until the sun goes down to bring it back to me. Her name's Irina. She has red hair, very hard to miss. Bring her to the wall, and I'll let you go back as you were.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, and actually, let me add this. There's a second individual there. I slayed his brother over 700 years ago. I have his femur here in my crypts, and I'd love a matching set.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Bring the both of them to me by the time the sun goes down, and you won't be picking your brethren from the rubble.
Oh no!
I turn to Maris and I say, seriously, what the fuck?
I think the winery is this way. We should go that way.
Rahadin just looks at the three of you and shrugs.
Can't you go somewhere? We're having a private conversation.
Oh, just pretend I'm not here. I won't tell him anything you say. I love this personally.
Do we trust these people not to turn over Irina? Goddamn, they dropped the entire fucking force field to save a child's soul.
Okay. Let's think about this logically. What's the worst that happens if Strahd gets Irina? What actually happens? I thought we were told that even if he got her, he couldn't get her because this is his punishment place. And I mean, sure, she'd be dead, but then the soul would go away and he'd go back to sleep, right?
Weren't you the one that said you were going to protect Irina and make sure nothing
Yeah.
happened to her?
From the child. And I told Irina I would protect her as long as we were with her. And when she made her decision, I would support her decision. Her decision was to stay behind. I support that decision.
Above in the clouds, you hear, as we say in my country, do, 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 do.
Fuck him so much.
I'm going to start, just because I haven't used it, I'm going to start yelling at the clouds, like just cussing in Goblin, just to see if he responds.
Frickin', frackin'.
Yep,
Nothing.
I'm just going to cuss
Absolutely nothing. There's no
cuss at the
response.
sky.
This was like a mythic version of skywriting.
Yeah. Does Rahadin, react to me cussing at his boss
He
in Goblin?
chuckles. He loves it. He understood every word and he loves it.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
if
when I
anyone's
take
curious,
over, if you decide to stick around, you're more than welcome to.
me or all of us? 'Cause, sweetie, you're not quite my type.
What makes you think you're mine?
Oh, we're good then.
Oh, filthy mortal. Carry on, go on. This will be a lovely show.
No, shall we? All right. Who's voting for going back to the city and getting Arena?
I don't want to deal with a shitstorm that is coming our way.
Okay, wait. How far are if we were to go back to the city? How long would it take us to get to the walls? Because that's
It
where we
only
last
took you
saw her.
about 10-15 minutes to walk here. It would take 10-15 minutes to walk back. Or I could give you a ride. You'd be there in less than 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
I don't trust you in the least bit.
Nor should you.
I don't get into strange men cars anymore.
Anymore.
Oh, no, you too, huh?
Yeah.
I am evil, but I am a lawful evil. I'll give you a ride back to town.
Shut up.
Very well. Go on. Go about your bad self.
I love this ass so much.
Okay, DM question. Typically DM takes about 15 minutes to get back to the wall.
Yeah, you're not that far away. It'd take a couple of minutes to get back.
We last saw her on the wall. How long until sunset?
It's roughly 4 p.m. It is, as many people have told you, winter is coming.
Yeah.
I would say sunset is roughly 7:30, 8 o'clock. So you have like 3, maybe 4 hours before it's dark.
I have a proposal. We last saw Arena on the wall. Go ask if she wants to come with us. She will come with us. It's her choice, though. And if not, then we just continue on. That's my proposal.
I mean, it never hurts to ask. What say you, Paladin man?
Say you, Baron Plip.
Baron Plip responds, the rocks taste like chocolate.
That's
Bella,
right.
do you have rocks in your pocket?
I don't. That would be nonsensical for me to carry rocks around. I am not a strong individual.
I respond to Maris's question and just say, let's just get this over with. And I take out my sword.
Swear to God, if you start combat right now.
The woods to your left and right are beginning to make more noise. There's a crunching sound. Wheels being drug across sticks.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that if we go back, we are not getting out without a fight, especially if we have Irina with us.
Let's just try.
Maris, if I die, I will haunt you for the rest of your life.
I can live with that. I'm
The
probably
sun-
gonna die too.
The sun blots out for a moment as a swarm of bats
I'm
cross
blind.
over and then they're circling the town.
Okay, so as to not waste any more time, I'm gonna start running back to the wall.
I will attempt to keep up.
You're faster than I am.
Oh shit, that's right. I don't know why I was thinking you were a monk for some reason.
Their campaign.
I am riding Faye Bell all the way back, and I'm having him sprint. Because he can be exhausted. I'm not.
Fable.
As you guys approach the wall, it's fully manned. Every able-bodied male and quite a few women as well. Some in ill-fitting armor, it's community armor, are manning the walls. Bows, crossbows, They're boiling pots of what you can assume from the smell. Bello and Maris would probably recognize it more than Sir Squeaks would. Boiling pots of pitch and tar are being wheeled up. Unlit torches are being placed. There are engineers in the fields removing the bodies of wolves from the spikes, sharpening them. Irina is standing directly above the gate.
In undercommon, I'm really quickly going to say to Beliphus, hey, can you send this to Sir Squeaks in a message? Other option is we run to the Abbey, because that's probably where the kid is, and we just motherfucking murder this child right now.
I will relay that message via message.
I say back to Belle, if we kill the kid, do you really think we're gonna get out of here without a fight either?
Shut. Irina?
Can we see Irina?
Hey, said
You
she was
can
on the
see
wall.
her. She's still a little off in the distance. You're coming close to her, but you can see her standing above the gate. Bow, arrows.
I will message to her. Like I will turn to Maris and like we're probably not going to be able to shout over the rockets that's up there. What do you want to say? And I will send it directly to her.
People are like churning back and forth. Ooh, ha! Gonna hurt somebody. Ooh, ha! This Strahd buddy. They're cadencing and they're moving around.
Just ask her if she wants to come with us or if it's her choice to stay here.
I will cast message and say, well, it looks like this place is going to be overrun soon. And do you want to stay or do you want to go?
And she responds back to you. If I allowed the world to burn for the sake of my soul alone, what would my soul truly be worth?
I hate nobility.
I will cast message again and say, just for your FYI, the world is not going to burn for you. It's going to burn for a child that's not really a child. So again, do you want to stay or do you want to go?
The life of a child is far more important than mine.
Oh my god.
Oh, sure.
He wasn't there. He knows it's not a fucking kid.
Yeah.
Hey, team. What about Plan B? Plan C is we just run away. Plan B is the thing I said.
I will cast message and simply say, Dave Speed. Right, we could go.
Squeaks, Plan D or Plan Run?
You hear a voice from the wall. It's a very familiar looking guard. He's got a little bit of a mustache. It's a very wispy mustache. Oi, you coming or you going? We'll open the gates if you're coming in. But you're staying in if you do.
I thought it was Frederick for a second.
He looks a lot like Frederick. A lot like Frederick.
Twin brother.
I turn to Maris and I say, I should never have fucking come to this place. And then I look up and I say, open the goddamn gate.
B it is.
Very well. Boom, boom. Slams his spear. Open the gates. Warriors coming in. And the gates.
Oh god. Do we think he's at the Abbey? We probably think he's at the Abbey.
He has to be at the Abbey because the Abbey is performing the ritual.
I'm sorry, but please tell me that you're reading the chat.
Yes, I saw that. That was beautiful.
Miller, you were a terrible human being.
Plus the kid is
But
only
you're
8.
our kind of people.
Yeah.
You belong here. Stay.
Inspiration point.
Inspiration to the audience.
Okay. I mean,
They have to be at the Abbey.
okay, cool. I'm gonna get to the Abbey. I will
Yep.
dash,
There, as
rogue
you guys
double
are
dash.
rushing towards the abbey, there is a long line to get to it. Uh, Elderly, women, children. It truly is the most defensible position in the entire town. It has its own wall, fortifications, arrow slits. And as you're approaching, you see the mongrel men uh, bouncing back and forth, crossbows clutched in crustacean like claws. It's they're I would say half man, half animal, but they're made of like 5 or 6 different animals at this point. They're making their own defensive positions, facing both outside of the town and into it as well, as if this is going to be somewhat of a final bastion.
As best as I can, I'd like to dash and dodge through the crowd to get into the abbey.
Yes.
It's a very orderly line. You're able to.
As we're running there, I will ask an undercommon. All right, Maris, what is the plan here?
Stab.
Excellent. And as I'm trying to make my way through the crowd, I will just say, "Excuse me, clerics of the Morning Lord coming through. Excuse us. Excuse us."
And there's a brief there's a fragment of a memory in your head that didn't work well last time, but
Still
it's
doing.
gone. It's gone as soon as you remember it.
Uh,
You're able to make your way up to the door. The door's closed. There's the little sliding door right there. Knocking on the door.
Knocking on the door.
Door opens. Babyface. And the other individual, the other half of this person. Oi, what do you want now?
I've come to help defend the abbey.
Oh. Okay. And the door opens. Three more people. We're still trying to usher everyone in. Don't rush. We've got time yet. And the door opens, allowing the 3 of you in, and then slam shut once more. You walk in, and immediately it's a lot different than it was before. There's a cacophony of voices, of sounds, of people moving about. The ground is already muddied. You're not 100% sure why. There are people milling about, huddling together. Various of these mongrel beast folk are trying to usher them away, getting them to various facilities, various rooms. And there in the center of the courtyard is Aya on a table, and the abbots above him chanting.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. Specifically,
Glaring white light coming from the abbot.
does it look like it's like the magic around the child is protecting the child? Like if I were to throw a dagger at it, would it bounce off a protective barrier?
You can certainly try.
But what kind of magic is it?
It's a divine magic. It's holy. You can tell this is coming from a celestial plane. There is if you as you're looking around, you're able to see. It's almost like looking at a different what do we call it? Spectrum of light. Where you're looking at the ultraviolet, where you're seeing auras of magic around things, and you see like certain individuals running around like small like glowing lights of different auras of like minor trinkets and this and that in their pockets of personal effects. There is a glowing, it's not white, it's golden, but it is such a radiant golden that it appears white. And there's a single pinpoint, tiny little speck in the sky above where it seems to be radiating down from. At the center of the circle is Aya. Where you saw the abbot, he looking without detect magic, is a decrepit elderly man in hempen, moth-eaten robes. bowing over this child. But when you look through this sense or detect magic sight, that same glowing light that's radiating around the child, you see these almost like 7-8 foot long wings from both sides, from the abbot's back, a halo above his head.
Does it match the image I saw from the cards when I talked to Madam, my patron?
Absolutely.
Sweet. Blinded, and I will instantly drop that detect magic because that's real bright. I see his mother. His mom.
You don't. You do see the father.
Oh God.
Father is ushering people in.
You know, I don't think the Burgermeister should be on the wall, but whatever. That's my personal thought. So, do I just stab him?
Oh, are you asking us?
As you approach, the dagger that Rahadin gives you begins to glow red hot in your pocket.
Like actually burning me red hot?
It's about to if you get closer.
Sweet. I will stop. There, Squeaks. Should I do this?
I cast Bless on the three of us.
There, Squeaks. Should I do this?
You just think that was the answer?
That was the answer. I cast Bless on the three of us.
I'm gonna take the dagger that I got for Rahadin, and I am chucking it at that kid.
Roll the hit.
It's a D4.
We finna die, y'all, and it's gonna be glorious.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm killing a child. It's a soft 20. Thank you, Bless.
Hold on. Let me roll.
AC is gonna be like 37.
Yeah. I'm just expecting it to be a protective bubble.
It would have hit before the abbot cast shield.
Sweet.
Oh no!
And your detect magic flares on again as he stands, faces the three of you. And the radius of your detect magic spell briefly affects both Belephus and Sir Plip. And all three of you see these radiant, golden, glowing wings reaching 12, 15 feet. A second set of wings radiating out below as he begins to rise from the ground. I have not the time to deal with you, mortals. And he begins to raise his hand. Lower your weapons and leave.
I will say a minor incantation and cast protection from evil and good upon myself.
What happened to the dagger when it hit that magic?
It melted.
Sweet.
And I will just look at Maris and say, if we're doing this, then we're doing this.
Okay, do you want to die to him, or do you want
I
to die on the
haven't
walls?
seen the gifts that you guys are posting in chat, but I imagine one of them is, are we the baddies?
Here's the crazy
There
thing.
There haven't been that many.
We haven't been posting any.
We the bad guys? Yeah.
You see Sir Squeaks touch his symbol that he holds on his chest. It's an acorn that his mother gave him. And I pull out my sword and I say, this child is not worth all your people. And I channel divinity, my devotion channel, which is sacred weapon. So this blade turns bright, searing white in my hand and extends to twice its additional size.
So like 2 feet long?
Yes. It's the size of me. It's the size of me.
Oh, you're not using the day flail?
Yeah.
As you do that, you hear a voice. Who are you to speak for the people of Kresk? As the Burgermeister stands and walks between you and the abbot.
All right. Well,
I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to treat people here, but back where I'm from, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, and at this point in time, your son is the few.
And where we're from, the needs of tomorrow outweigh the needs of today, and without children, we have no tomorrow. The people spoke.
all right. Hey, Belephus, and I'll just say this once again in undercommon. Do you want to die here or on the wall?
I take out my rapier.
Okay, we're
My
doing.
buckler's in hand.
That's a fuck it. We're doing this.
What are we doing, guys?
Oh, I will. Oh,
As you hear a voice above you, this just got very interesting.
shut up, Strahd!
I literally say to this man, I respect you as a leader, but I seriously, as a player, I don't have the time to fuck with you right now. I cast command on him.
Oh, you're nicer than me. I was going to slash my sword through the air and cast Eldritch Blast. Catch him in the
Who's
chest.
casting command on the Burgermeister?
Yes.
All right. I rolled a 15 on the dice, so 16.
16? God damn it, why does this not work?
Using all your commands in Valaki.
What did you say with your command?
I was just gonna say out.
Not with both my son's life and the will of my people on the line. Did you come to help, or did you come to distract us as we prepare our defenses?
Oh, god damn it. You know what, guys? I'm really good at keeping myself alive. If all these people are suicidal, how long until sunset? Because I think it's time to just fuck it.
You still have, I would say there's probably about 3 hours before sunset. And the Burgermeister responds, what is tomorrow worth if we have no light to enjoy?
You have no light now.
I have my son.
That is not your son.
All right, screw this. I'm firing Eldritch Blast 2 times. One at the Burgermeister, one at the kid.
Roll it!
Oh,
my god.
no.
We're all gonna die.
Bless is still up.
This is not at all how I envisioned this.
Bless is not up. No, Bless is up. Bless is up. So you get to add a d4.
I mean, it's probably not going to help, but we'll find out.
Burgermeister.
All right, for the Burgermeister, that is a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh,
Roll
shit,
for
okay.
damage.
That is.
He's a level 2 human elite.
7 points of force damage as I just slashed that rapier and hit him in the chest with an Eldritch Blast.
So he's dead. No, he's not. He's not. But he goes flying back. Hits the ground. Chest smoldering. You melted through this armor. It's clinging to his flesh.
The second one for the
He is
child.
highly, beyond bloodied. Eyes wide, understanding what's going on. Eyes on child.
Oh, it's just spinning in a circle. Okay, that's a 21 to hit.
Roll for damage.
That's a 10 points of force damage. I have a feeling I know what's about to happen, and I hope what I think is going to happens to prove a point.
So two things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to be incinerated.
Lay it on me, baby.
The child explodes.
Uh-huh. What's left?
A very angry abbot
Oh, no.
who begins to rise up, arm lifting from his sides, and a blade of pure sunlight forming in his hand.
All right, well, if that man's going to hit me, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. He's probably very powerful, so I feel like disadvantage may or may not help.
Oh.
I need everyone to roll for advantage.
Initiative.
Or, I'm sorry, for initiative, yeah.
We have blessed, so we can add a
Where the fuck are you
D4.
guys going with this?
Nowhere. I'm walking out the door now.
Oh, my heart! Oh, my heart! I love my dice so much! Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, let's get out with this.
Okay.
Black Swords Apothecary, what'd you get for
Natural 20 for a total of 26.
Oh my god.
I killed a kid. Ah! I'm gonna burn in hell.
Oh dear! Maris, what'd you roll?
Soft 20. Sparklet, I'm sorry, you're about to die also, because you're in Bill's pocket.
And for Flip, in your party of child murderers, infanticiders, what did you roll?
Eldritch Blast.
For Squeaks, and I rolled an 18.
I must say, didn't expect him to go pop.
Guys, I really wanted that rest.
He's an 8-year-old child. What do you think 10 damage would do to him?
He's not a child. What I thought was going to happen was he was going to die and then change into a monster. So then I could go see he wasn't a monster, but I may have just killed a kid.
Tell Sparklet we'll try not to get her killed also.
What if the ritual had worked already? He was just wrapping up.
Yeah, right?
No, he said it was going to take a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it turns out I did it really quickly.
And what's great is we are so outnumbered in this abbey. a lot of commoners around us right now.
There are hundreds of commoners.
I could just gas Lehman's tiny hut and we could just sit in it for 8 hours.
Guys, maybe
Burgermeister himself lying up on the ground watching this as the abbots, they don't see like these wings, this sword. Only the three of you do, because he is allowing you to see it.
I thought this guy didn't have morality.
And the bride steps forward as well.
Oh, I fucking forgot about her! No! I don't want to fight her! Oh, she's gonna crush me.
Belle,
And I'm here for it.
you're up.
We
You
get
either-
a battle map, just like a really quick
I
one.
can do a really quick battle map.
I'm
just
okay, theater of the mind, but you know.
hold on.
Damn, you either die the hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Hey man, this is what happens when you stay in Barovia.
Of all the shit I prepped, I don't know why I fucking prep.
Welcome.
How do I undo?
Welcome to D&D,
Welcome to Barovia. Take a look around.
and now you know how I feel when you guys don't do any of the things that I want you to do.
Man, we could just be playing cards right now in a tavern.
You know, we should have just had that karaoke episode. The DM won't let us.
Mhm.
Maybe we should have just went with a rod in.
Yeah.
Oh no, we need combat. We haven't had combat in so long.
As well, since it's my turn, I cast a mirror image.
Oh, hang on. Let's get this shit figured out first. Oh my
I'm-
god.
Dear sweet DM, you've known me for a year. You should not listen to half the shit that comes out of my mouth at this point.
I'm gonna be smart. Mirror image. Make myself harder to hit.
Sir Squeaks should be up.
Okay.
Bellifus Bright.
I can move. You can use any token for my steed that I'm riding.
Ride me.
Or I'm gonna be riding him, so I just
Yeah, you will.
hell yeah I will. Ooh. Stock and all.
Oh god. I'm just gonna use Stefan's token for that.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh dear. Fuck is wrong with you people?
Well, we're all ready to play new characters, so we wanted
Is that what this is?
kill us tonight so that we could play our backup characters.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
These people have had enough of
See-
Barovia.
Here's the thing. Bell is not smart. Bell legitimately thought that he wouldn't kill the kid, but the kid would change. And that everyone would go, oh shit, so he is a monster. Not just explode. didn't factor in the possibility that that would happen. Tis what happens when you have an intelligence of 10.
I mean,
The-
put all this on there.
The Emerald Strahd is playing baby back ribs. Well, he might be eating some baby back ribs
Baby back.
later.
Oh, dear.
if he makes his way into the
why are
abbot.
you like this? It would cost all of you $0 to be the way you are.
Not.
Yeah, it costs us $0 to be pieces of shit also, and it's more fun.
Oh god, I don't even know how to do this. Oh,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I work with young people on a daily basis. I feel like I'm actually just working some stuff out.
yeah, I feel that. Oh my god. Oh dear.
Bell's like, that's for the muscle I pulled in my back.
Oh, there she is.
The way that I imagined it in Theater of the Mind is that Bell was did a warning shot to the Burgermeister to get back. And then the second one was see, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hit him, and all of a sudden he's gonna bubble up into this black ooze, and then they're all gonna know.
And went, oh no.
It's like Barthos with Ezra's cat.
That was an accident, and you know it was.
Whoops.
It had
Oh
one-
dear.
it was 2 hit points.
I don't have a thing for the abbots, so I'm just gonna use the actual one for Strahd.
Guys, we don't actually want to fight here ever.
All right, so this is the abbot, the child whom you have thrown a dagger at already, and Valerie.
Great.
The other individuals around are mongrel folk. Yeah, well, I don't remember what I actually named her. Her name is Vasilka, but I don't think I actually called her that.
Valerie.
So, I mean, that being said,
I cannot
Bellifus.
move my token.
Oh my god, so many problems.
Well, if I'm gonna be a problem child, I might as well be completely a problem child.
You're welcome.
I can't move
But
this
man,
Sir
I said-
Squeaks token. I can't
Oh my
move
god,
this
I'm
one.
working on it. I just need you people
But
to
I can move this
see
one.
what you're doing. I need you to do that with some extra chill.
So
God,
the
it's been so long since I've had to fuck with this. I don't remember.
Conveniently, before we started playing tonight, I was watching Moana, so now all I'm singing is, "What can I say except you're welcome?"
Why'd you have to kill my NPCs?
Why'd you
I
have to
don't-
go and make things so complicated?
Acting like
Maris, you should be able to move your character. Can you move your character now?
Oh,
My God.
Okay,
that's fine.
so
I don't plan to get up there. It's fine.
I can't move this or Squeak Token, but I can move this one.
here
Hold
at
on.
the
No. I figured out why. Hold on, Matt.
here at the Trauma Club, we have so much fun.
Try that. Can you move him now?
Good.
Yes.
Yay! Okay. Maris, stop moving your shit. It's Belephus's turn.
Yeah, I'm casting mirror image on myself, so there's 3 bells.
So we need 3 more. We need 2 more telequids.
You
don't.
You don't.
We don't.
I'm just messing with you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, there are just 3 bells, shield in hand,
Oh my
rapier
God.
out. Chuck's got a dodge beside
I
the
did
side.
not plan for you guys to fight this dude. Fuck. Okay, so you cast. Okay, got it. Very well. Good. Maris, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna have. Oh, I'm actually not gonna draw another blade, and I'm just gonna look at the abbot, very calmly say, "This was for the good of the many. You can now go back to protecting this village from an even bigger threat. And once they're protected, you know what? I will deal with the consequences of my actions once I know this village is safe." Willing to try to persuade him on that.
So what are you telling me exactly?
I'm just saying, I don't want to fight you. You need to go back to protecting the village, protecting the many. He is
I
coming.
am protecting the village's will. As he opens up, sword in one hand, and as you speak, a glowing light of a shield begins to form in his other hand.
Mm. Was that my action to do that then?
I would say it's a free action.
Oh, well, in that case, fuck it.
We're gonna fucking die. We're gonna fucking die here.
No, is there a path to the door?
Behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's blocking you.
I'm just gonna back up to the door and I'm gonna look at my friends and say, I think we should just leave because we don't want to fight this dude. And I will pull a blade, and if he attacks either of my allies, I will hold an attack. But I'm going to use my movement to get back to the door.
Okay. It is his turn.
It's fine.
So you've walked back. Both Sir Squeaks and Bell, I need a wisdom save from you.
Belle, you are within 20 feet of me or 10 feet of me, so you get my plus to this, my +3.
Is this a charmed effect?
Give
A
me
charmed
it is
or-
a charmed effect. It is a charmed effect.
I can't be charmed because of my protection from evil and good.
Very well.
Actually, we can't be charmed either because of my aura of devotion.
As he casts Greater Gaze, and he's going to speak, and you'll hear his words. There's no magical effect to them, but you will hear what he is stating. The will of mortals have begged you to leave and obey their free will. If you stay, how are you any better than Strahd? That's it. That's his turn.
Okay. I'm assuming it's my turn now.
It is.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Belle and I'm gonna be like, I know you wanted to kill something. Looks like you kinda did. So
You really did.
I will
No. Yeah. Go ahead.
If he still had something that was, I just realized he might have not actually done an attack or anything on his turn.
He did not. So he cast a spell, and as he says that, the sword is still held upright. His eyes are still focused upon you. The flesh of this child begins to knit back
Oh,
together.
Jesus.
Oh, I swear to
No.
Christ. I swear to Dave.
I wouldn't say that to Belle. I will say, and if you bring this child back again, knowing the consequences of this action, how are you any better than Strahd?
I know my consequences and I know my responsibilities. You did not stay long enough to hear the rest of the plan. All you cared about was your own skin. Get out. We'll deal with Kresk problems.
Eh.
So you're gonna try and keep the child alive then?
He is.
I get visibly angry. And I say,
As you get visibly angry, the common folk around you begin to draw small knives, clubs.
Outnumbered by a lot.
I'm pretty sure I can take him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can too.
The people begin to hiss at you, crossing their fingers in a similar sign that you've seen them cursing Strahd with.
Maris, are we the baddies?
Yeah.
if you wish for Strahd's vengeance, then so be it.
What we wish for is our own choice in the matter.
And
Just
what
leave.
I think about what Mara said, and I say, no final word from me. I grab my horse or my bell, I get on its back, and I promptly walk out of that door.
This
Past
scene is so
Maris.
stupid.
Past Maris.
Just a squirrel riding a me.
The crowd parts, allowing you to leave. As the ritual continues.
Well, me and the other Belle and the Brights will also head out. I'm going to continue concentration on my on protection from evil and good, and mirror image lasts for a minute. Hopefully, that's long enough to make it outside the walls of the city.
You guys are unimpeded as you're making your way towards the gate which you just entered. Every able-bodied male is putting on at this point ill-fitted armor. They're working their way to the walls. Spears are being laid across the ramparts. Buckets of arrows, buckets of oil. The torches are beginning to light as it's probably around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. There's maybe another hour left. The smell of food cooking rises from the Burgermeister's house. You guys recognize the smell. It's the same scent as the heroes' feast you have partaken in before. And there are people beginning to run up to the walls with small little portions of it. As you approach the wall,
You guys want to
doors
stay and
open for you.
protect?
These people are walking corpses. I have no desire to be one of them.
Nope.
Okay. Peace.
You guys exit the wall. Yes.
Yep.
I would just
And the
take one
doors-
last look at Irina and just say, hope you survive.
In a world where we sacrifice children, it's not one that I would like to survive in. And the doors close behind you.
I really feel like all of us are just angry, just walking. I feel like we're just like
Really?
walking away from the like a fire burning behind us.
Not really angry. I'm just like over it. Honestly, like Surskakes, well, you know what? Fuck it and fuck them. Like, it's not the first city I've been cast out of. It's not gonna be the last.
Bella had a fleeting moment of like goodness, and then just nah, it ain't worth it.
My conscience died a long time ago, so
We are at 2 hours. Let's take another 5-minute break, and then we'll figure out what your lack of conscience does.
Mm.
After these messages, fuck all of you.
And now we're back.
Okay, we're back. I was just saying, I planned for so many different points of this, and none of this were this.
Mhm.
So yes, Stripper Rabbit, we will speak after this if you would
Mhm.
like to change your oath.
It's a quite
Because
strong possibility.
devotion don't seem to fit no mo.
Mm-mm. Sir Squeaks is
He's
pretty
still-
mad.
He's devoted to himself still.
Hmm.
I would say, give me just a moment because I need to do one more thing to fit into what is about to come.
Okay.
If he comes back with a costume change, I think we should all be afraid.
I know, right?
Say we just
I know he can hear me right now, too.
Hmm. If he comes back with a cape, we all have to go grab shots.
I mean, my giant jug of Kraken is just sitting in the kitchen. Because that's what fuels me. Kraken. It's the rum.
Is that the tagline? Kraken. It's a
It's
rum.
not. It's not at all.
I know. I'm just like, are you? This is a new marketing thing I'm not aware of.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I just enjoy looking into the camera and then just like marketing just random stuff.
So
It's fun.
now that Hello Operator is gone, I want to talk to all of you about Squarespace.
Oh
I was waiting
God!
for
If
my.
we,
I was
if
waiting.
we actually do get sponsors, and we have to start doing this. Which one of us is? Yeah, it's just gonna be all of us, just randomly just plugging stuff.
I was just, I was worried about not being able to make it to D&D today because I was waiting by the front door for my Blue Apron delivery.
Wow, I was hungry. You know what? I thought I don't have time to cook a whole meal, but then I remembered I have Blue Apron.
we do need Strahd for the ad reads. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has to be a different voice every single time.
I mean, he has proven. I've asked him to bring back Kermit because he can do Kermit the Strahd, and that would be great too.
I can do Elmo Strahd.
Don't do voices.
I would like for all of you to come and give Arena back.
Oh my god!
No. We have progressed.
Oh no! Strahd's getting comfortable.
As the doors slam shut behind you. Well, I can't say I expected this, but I'm not exactly disappointed.
Hey, Strahd, have fun.
Oh, I shall.
Maybe leave us alone tonight so you can focus on them.
Oh, absolutely. You've done me a great favor. I've been
Welcome.
waiting on Kresk for over 700 years.
Since you're responding to us, can I have Rahadin's sword?
No. His
Is Raha-
sword is what makes him quite, how should I say, unique.
It couldn't hurt to ask.
To me, he gave me the impression that he was the one pulling the strings, but
I'll be quite honest with you. Rahadin is a little bit overconfident. But perhaps I am truly an evil creature, but a lawful evil one at that. My offer for dinner truly is still open, and I promise that no harm shall come to you should you venture to me. I'd
Again.
simply love to chat face to face.
Well, I think you're going to be busy tonight, so definitely your
Oh,
green check.
quite.
Check.
It's Kresk reunification night.
Have fun. Guys, let's go get some wine.
Yeah.
Sir Squeak stays silent. He doesn't say anything.
Oh, the Wizards of Wine. Is that where you're going?
I mean, you already knew that.
I did, but I like to feign ignorance. You've given me everything I wanted this evening.
I will cast message to Maris. What if, in fact, we actually head to? Yes, damn it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
No,
the
I was
Wiggle.
gonna say we had to Yester Hill.
I think he was trying to say you should go to Yester Hill. 100% Strahd can choose to accept any message sent.
Let's just walk. So you promise as your word as well, you're not really a gentleman anymore, but whatever you are, that you and your minions will not harm us tonight?
Oh, my attention is otherwise required elsewhere. Wait one moment. As he clears his throat, and the clouds once again form into his face. It's been over 700 years since I've been allowed into Kresk. If one of you reaches the bell tower in the Abbey and rings the bell, I will accept that as an invitation. And with that, yes, some of you will die, perhaps, but not all of you. Sometimes it's acceptable to lose the few for the sake of the many. Ask your heroes who just left, they can tell you the same.
How far is the bell tower from me?
Quite a ways, it's in the Abbey.
I mean, we're
Never
kind of
mind.
walking away from town.
I know.
Yeah.
I was
You're
gonna shoot
outside of town. You're about 5 minutes out of town now. You're close to the woods where like the wolves moved away from you. You're outside of the city at this point.
Okay, if it was within 120 feet, I was going to shoot with Eldritch Blast and just invite Strahd in.
Why are you all terrible people? Every single one of you present take one step in the alignment chart towards evil.
I was saving the many. Really, I was going to.
Hey. Cool.
The many voted.
The people don't know what they want.
If you were good, you are now neutral.
I know what they want. I'm chaotic neutral now.
I am too.
That's
know
terrible.
They want more than they do.
I am
Oh
also.
my god, you are the Lich McConnell that you hate.
Oh my god, what have I become?
I am chaotic neutral now.
You are. The only person who hasn't changed is the one person, I would say two. One of them is too stoned out of his gourd to make a choice, which is Sir Plip, who's going to be highly upset with you tomorrow.
Wait, we're all chaotic neutral?
Yes.
Ow.
Jesus.
As you are leaving, you see two individuals, a mule and a cart, approaching. Well, hello there. It seems quite a adventure is forming before us, and it is your friend, the Batman of D&D.
Van Richten?
And yeah, Van Richten and Stefan. Carry mule, cart, and there is a tarp over the cart.
Are you going to fight, or are you going this way? We're going this way.
Well, that was the purpose. I brought my rattling gun.
I'm fairly certain your rattling gun ain't gonna do shit to
Nope.
Strahd.
Nope.
By all means, they could use more help.
And what did I miss? I feel as if I've missed something.
Long story short, there's a child. He's turning into a demon. The town
And
voted
you
to save him.
decided to save the child, yes?
No.
Oh my.
I may have done the exact opposite of that.
You exploded the child, didn't you?
Did
I did.
a lot. Most effectively until the abbot started putting him back together.
He turned him into an
The
inkling
one
from Splatoon.
celestial creature in all of Barovia you pissed off.
I mean, we piss off everybody, so
That-
You hadn't pissed off me until this very moment.
that's
That's
not
also
true.
not
You were
true.
kind
You
of
were
a dick
pissed.
the other day.
Yeah.
I was a dick, but that's my natural state.
And this is our natural state. And like I said, if you want to go back there and help them fight, you're welcome. We're going this way.
We tried to help them
How did you try to help them?
by killing their son.
Was that what they wanted?
No.
Then how was that
sometimes,
helping them?
sometimes you have to do what you need to do, even if it's not what people want.
I am not smart man, Stefan speaks up. But I believe if you are going towards what the people want, then perhaps you should go with what the people vote for.
Sometimes the people don't know what they want, and you have to.
The people are not
do it.
intelligent enough to vote for the things they want. It is a very Republican response. I appreciate it.
Oh my god.
Perhaps we should have like general consensus test written solely in common language before they can vote. I agree.
There were a lot of inconsistencies there. Like they want to save their seventh son that they were able to have, but they have a lottery for the rest of the people that can have children.
Did you speak to the people and ask them why perhaps they decided this thing?
I talked to
Apparently-
one.
Apparently have a plan. You can go help them with their plan. Once again, I'm going this way, and at this point, I'm going to just walk the fuck away. I don't give a shit
I
anymore.
will leave this decision to Nick when he returns, where to actually Stefan goes. Whether he joins party or he joins fight.
I mean, there is a
I
reason
will
why.
say Rahaden. I'm sorry, not Rahaden.
Van Richten.
Van Richten.
Van Richten, thank you. Is going towards the city.
Fun. Fun storming the castle. Oh wait, that's later.
Have fun doing whatever it is that you're doing.
We're gonna go do something awful somewhere else.
I'm sure you will. Perhaps
Sweetheart.
it will, if nothing else, draw his attention elsewhere and make the fight easier on us.
Likely.
I'll defend free will. Go. I judge you not.
Bye, Batman.
I feel like in your statement of not judging us, you in fact judged us.
Oh, I judged you quite well.
I mean, so they're allowed to have free will and I'm not, and my free will told me to kill the kid to save more people, but whatever.
And he's going to just ignore it. He's
I'm
going
walking-
off towards the gate. The wind blows, the tarp rattles off. He has the rattling gun mounted to this this wagon.
Fun.
There are about 5 crates that are wiggling. You hear the squeaks of rats inside. He's going on.
Before we leave, like before he heads off.
Up, just so you know, above in the sky, and I'm gonna need. I'm pushed to talk, so I won't be able to talk while I say this. But you see the face of Strahd doing this.
I would like to see, because I have seen this box of endless rats. I would like to make a stealth check and a sleight of hand check to see if I can take the box of rats with me.
There are 5 boxes of rats.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you trying to steal ammunition from the defense force of Kresk?
I am trying to steal one of the endless magical boxes of rats. Yes.
No, not endless. 5.
Wait.
He has 5 boxes of ammunition.
Oh, I thought when we were up in his tower, I misunderstood. When we were up in his tower, there is that box of like endless rats that like poofed out.
So there were, however, they take time to respawn.
Yeah, I just want.
He has 5 boxes of rats.
Okay. I'm still
think
gonna
he just
try.
wants to take.
I think I just want to take one of the boxes.
Roll for sleight of hand.
Well, I'm gonna do a stealth check first because I haven't spoken at all, just to be on the safe
Your
side.
stealth check may give you advantage or disadvantage. It's
All
up to
right,
you.
it's a straight roll, but it's a 17.
I will give you advantage on the sleight of hand.
Yes.
He's busy trying to discuss the morality of this with Beliphus and Maris.
Pretty good. Thank you for advantage, because one of those was a 4. The other one, however, was a 19.
I didn't
You're-
see it.
You grab a box. He only has 4 crates of rat munition now.
Okay. I put that box in my backpack and I continue onward.
Very well.
Hey, Elephas, can we go get some wine now? Let's go get some wine.
Yep, let's just go ahead and see what's happening down at the
It's
wizard.
been far too sober, far too long. Like, I had a proper drink since the bar blew up in Valaki.
Let's see what else we can corrupt without touch.
You think Barovia's making us bad people, or were we already bad before we got here?
I can say unequivocally, Barovia is having a certain effect on my mentality.
If we actually get home, do you think we'll go back to how we were, or are we still going to be these people?
I do believe this is what they call trauma.
Okay, sweet.
I don't know if this helps, but just like you both were terrible people when I met you. So I don't know if
As
that
you
helps
guys are
or
having this
is not.
conversation, you come back to the moment where the road crosses the woods. Rahadin is still there with the black wagon.
Hey,
Oh, yes, I agree. You are becoming the terrible people that you hated.
I didn't say I hated them. I just whatever. So the abbot melted the blade you gave me. I don't suppose you
I
want
heard. No, that's terrible. It was a
Oh,
Darkmentium blade. It's an evil. Oh, have you heard of Admentium?
No, I was just wondering if you wanted to throw another one at me.
I would, but I'm afraid you would just waste it like you did the last one. It was Admentium, but an evil version of that.
Have I heard of this metal?
You have not. You have heard of Admentium. He's telling you it's an evil version. So you're able to suss that there are good/evil versions of.
Alright, well, enjoy your night. I can't believe you don't want to
I
stab me
will.
again.
I always will. But the rest of you, perhaps, would you like a soft bed to rest your heads in?
Okay, your boss is going to be busy all night doing whatever the hell he is doing.
Will, so he won't bother you. We can have you sit a nice bed. I'll have turned down service.
You really don't
Really?
know how to
Let's-
take a no for an answer.
I
No.
don't.
No.
No is but a
No.
pause.
No.
Guys, let's fuck with the DM and just go to the castle.
I'm not gonna lie, part of me wants to do that.
No. I don't feel
The
any
invitation
desire.
will come again. It is always
Great.
open,
I want
because I would love to see how
I'm-
you act before him.
The other part of me wants to just attempt to fight Rahadin right now, just to see how I fare.
I just want to.
As you say that, finger under nose involved. He just casually flicks a thumb under one of his scabbards, and you see the shadows. Just... But he's carrying on conversation as usual. You should please come to dinner. He's a vampire. He's lawful evil. He will not ambush. If he invites you, you are guests. Welcome to enter his abode. And
Sweetheart,
leave, to be fair, as he suggests.
darling, your boss already said he wasn't gonna harm us tonight. Just leave us alone.
And he hasn't yet, has he?
Oh, so bye.
Exactly.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.
I don't know
Bye.
who Felicia is,
Bye.
but toodles.
Bye, endless conversation. Bye.
And we walk down the road.
I need some wine. If there's any sprinkle of a wine, I would like to partake.
So you guys are heading back. I'm going to switch you on the map to Barovia. You should be seeing Barovia on your map now if the stream isn't seeing it.
We're
So
seeing
you're
it.
here in Kresk. Wizards of Wine is here at the W. You'll reach that on the second day. It's a little bit of a journey.
Guys, how long do we feel like walking tonight before we try to make camp? I feel like
It's
putting
about
some distance.
closely 7 p.m. It's starting to get dark.
I feel like putting some distance between us and Kresk.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
There doesn't happen to be any tall hills or mountains around this place, does there?
Looking at the map where you're at, if you were to push for longer, the bridge ahead is at a bit of a crest. It looks like the crest of the mountain, or the hill at least, is cut in half by the river from Lake Bartok.
Okay. I mainly just was wondering if there was a hilltop where we could just take a rest there and just watch the city burn.
There
But
absolutely is if you wish to walk into the woods.
No.
Not if you're staying to the road.
Okay. No. We'll stay to the road. I mainly was just being petty. So we can just walk down the road.
I would say, and I'm going to move you on the major map. You're about halfway to the bridge by the time it's like legitimately dark.
Okay. As soon as it gets dark, I think we should just make camp and go to sleep. Belle can cast a nice little thing for us, right?
Elephis, can I sleep in your tent tonight?
I feel like all of us should probably sleep in one of those.
I mean, I haven't cuddled you against your will once. I don't know why you want to let me in.
I will state, so Sir Plip is not with you tonight, nor is Stefan. I have their character sheets. Should you decide that they have joined you, actually, I'll say Sir Plip decided to stay in the town.
Oh, you left your pocket at some point.
He woke up knowing the decision that Sir Plip would have made. I'm sorry, Baron Plip. Baron Plip decided to stay and defend the town. Stefan will go with whatever party decides.
I can't with this accent.
This is the accent that I use with meme. Lizard folk barbarian. Baron Plip is defending Kresk. There was a moment where the four of you decided to leave. 5. And Baron Plip decided that was against his own morality. Standing atop Irina's shoulder, forcing his psionic powers into her bow. Yeah, this is like totally where I'm staying, yeah.
That was anyway.
It's the best I could do, okay?
You're just waiting for her to throw something at you from
Yeah.
off screen.
Yes.
She's in the bedroom right now with a headache. I haven't gone against her character, so she hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Well, Sir Squeaks would not probably. I think Sir Squeaks would assume we're sleeping in a tent, but he would just be cuddled up to not Belle, or Belle What did I call him? Bell Part 2 the remix.
Oh, it's Fable.
Bell Part
Fa-
2 remix.
Fable.
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 Yeah, Fable.
Nope, I that's a great name, but I called him originally Bell Part 2 the remix because I wrote that down. So that is his name.
Yeah,
Um,
and we can walk until the group decides to take a long rest, and I will spend a minute casting Lehman's Tiny Hut.
You're able to cast Lehman's Tiny Hut. It's getting about 8, maybe 8:30 at night. The hut emerges.
Do we want to keep watch still, or are we? I'm still exhausted from
It's
last
completely
night.
up to you guys.
I'm asking the party, do you want to keep watch, or are we just going to bed, guys?
well, we know we're not going to be fought by Strahd or any of his minions tonight, right?
Yeah, I don't trust him to keep that promise, but sure. There's a lot of other shitty things here.
I'll if we're wanting to do, I'll keep 2 watches. We only need that would mean you guys only need to each take 1 watch yourself.
I mean, if Stefan's with us, he can take a watch too.
Stefan is with you. He will take best of watches, doing best of things, looking at surroundings.
So then, Belle, you did not do any sort of anything last night.
I
So-
will take a watch. It's fine.
I will take first watch and last watch.
I mean, I'll take last watch, and so we can just go Squeaks, Stefan, Bell, Maris.
Okay.
Who's on first watch?
That will be me.
Roll a d20 plus your perception.
That's a 14.
Give me just a sec. Let me turn off. Oh God, it's been so long since we've moved to a new map. Dynamic lighting off.
Mhm.
Close. Everybody, get a quick look as I'm drawing shit.
Bell, you have a really loud scroll. It's just you snoring in the tent. It sounds like a scroll.
I mean, that's accurate. I may or may not snore like a rusty chainsaw in reality.
I don't know that that's something to brag about.
I don't snore at all.
That you
Of
know
course
of.
you
Sup-
don't, Pumpkin.
Surprisingly, the only time I make no noise is when I'm asleep.
I don't believe that.
So many things I want to say.
Yeah. When I'm asleep, all right? Is that better?
Whatever you need to tell yourself, Pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweetie, we still love you.
You guys are some haters, all right?
No, we're just honest with you because we love you.
This
Yes.
right here, this
Is
chat,
honesty.
I'm talking,
Deal
chat,
with it.
chat, chat,
This is a safe place.
chat. I'm talking
It
to you right now.
is.
It is this right here, homophobia. I'm telling you right now.
It's not
This-
homophobia. As you walk away from Crest, fireballs screaming through the air, people screaming, arrows bolting out into the woods. Yes, this one specific instance is homophobia. And
My
in
br-
the
my-
distance, you see
Oh, okay.
winery in the dark.
Ooh. Okay. Cool. But I don't see any monsters or anything.
Real perception.
I rolled a perception. It was 14.
No,
And
you
they're
don't see
hits.
a goddamn thing.
Cool. Love that.
Does Sir Squeaks have dark vision?
No. But I can cast light on my
was gonna
sword.
I'm gonna say, oh, so it's only me and Maris. Got it.
Stefan, not either.
No, Stefan's human.
Oh well.
Hold on. Let me fix some stuff real quick. That you guys screwed up all the things.
I believe you're the term you're looking for. Thank you. And you're
I don't
welcome.
think that is. I don't think that is at all.
Welcome to D&D, where what you plan for is never what happens.
No, never.
That's acceptable.
Just yeah. Would have been okay being incinerated by the abbot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. I
And-
love my character.
Would love my next character.
Yes. I'm not rooting it for chat, but yes.
Maris might just wander off. I'm just saying. I'm over it. I'm over being a shitty rogue and a shitty warlock and a shitty person.
Yeah, the whole shitty person thing was a personal choice, right?
It was absolutely. This is my outlet after a long week of having to be nice to stupid people.
And we have all learned.
All of my
What is
all of our characters, if we do die, the one thing that Hello Operator knows is that we are going to come back with worse and worse characters every single time we die.
I
know
don't
what?
know that, like, personality-wise, you could come back as worse characters.
I think I had a
Elvis
backup character.
Exploded a child.
I had a backup character. It just all worked out. But Witchlight is out, and I kind of want to be a rabbit that just sounds like Barack Obama. I think that's what I'm gonna go with.
I think that we should have exploded the child. I'm sure you could do a much better version of that. But
Wait,
please tell
was
me,
that-
in Barack Obama's voice, that we should have murdered a kid.
Wait,
We should have murdered the child.
Whoa, was that your
We're gonna
Barack?
explode
Was that your Barack Obama?
We're gonna spread
Michael?
his
That
missile
was my Barack
just all
Obama.
over the room.
It's
I
more
think
like-
we should have exploded the child.
It would.
I
Sound like
think we should
Christopher
have just-
Walken.
Yeah, you sound like
Over the roof.
John Travolta.
I hate you. Take one negative point of inspiration.
My Barack Obama would be, my fellow compatriots, we have a bunch of issues.
So
that
first
are
off, that's
happening.
Richard Nixon. Take minus 1 point of
We're
inspiration.
gonna explode the child.
I'm not saying I can do much of a
Megan,
better
I
Obama.
need to hear your Barack Obama. Everyone else has.
No,
Yes.
I don't cave
Like,
with your
Minus
character.
1d10 hit
the
points.
child.
Okay.
God damn you. Okay, 4 damage.
I want
No,
waffle
hear
fries.
4 damage. Okay.
I hate you.
Love you.
That's as the Emerald 97 said. That's actually Christopher Walken.
That's what I heard
Exploded
too.
the child. It's
Thing.
crazy.
Wow.
The
Hello,
child
Iris.
exploded.
We exploded. The
That is a
child
great-
who saved the
That is now hello operator. That is a great Barack Obama you just did.
That was Christopher Walken.
I'm just messing with you.
I hate all of you.
I would just
Every
do
damn one of you.
on
Ants. We cannot monetize this.
This is why I play D&D.
Oh my god.
Okay,
So
my watch I don't see anything, so I just kind of chill. I at one point would pray to Dave to be like, "Yo Dave, what up?"
Your watch goes off without a hitch. You speak to Dave. Roll a religion check.
Okay.
Religion.
It's a natural one.
Fuck.
You hear nothing. I will say this: the little stick that you got the 3 turnips tied to,
Hmm.
you feel the magical energy vacated.
What did I do? Oh, I did a lot of stuff
You
today.
know
Actually,
what you did,
I like pray to Dave.
Paladin.
I pray to Dave, and I'm like, "Hey, bestie, it's been a while." Um, so I was just wondering if, like, you know, I kind of reached out to you earlier, and like you didn't do anything, and I didn't hear anything from you, and so I'm just wondering if it was something that I did, or if it was something
Roll
that I need to.
religion at disadvantage.
I don't know if I can. Oh, that's really good. How did I roll an 18 on disadvantage?
You rolled an 18.
I rolled a natural 20 and an 18, and my religion is +0.
You valued yourself above the life of others, and that is all I will say on this. You did not plant a seed of trees, whom shade others far along would enjoy the shade. And silence, absolute silence. The bag on your back, you feel the lumps. For the first time, there are turnips in it. You've never felt their shape before. You have a really good inkling. It's just a backpack now.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy,
And
sorry.
no response.
What did I do?
You upset
Dot, dot,
turnips.
dot.
It wasn't a kid that we. Whatever.
I didn't even kill him. I was
You
trying to
didn't.
save him.
In the back of your mind, you hear, you put your life valued above others.
I never.
And then
I am devoted.
something
I am.
you feel.
We can't hear you. Your voice has gone
There-
all silent like
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
C
So
Senor.
you feel, you don't hear it, but you feel like as you're talking to Dave, something snaps shut. And you just feel like you're talking to a wall.
The way I got my power was by making a promise to myself to be voted to myself. Yes, I'm going to do things for myself.
And you're just talking to yourself right now.
Man, Dave.
You bitch.
And you feel those 3 turnips tied to a string. The magical energy that made them holy weapons dissipates, and the turnips themselves begin to wilt.
You made a god and then angered him.
Mhm. I take off my backpack. I set it to the side. I take off my turnip flail, put it near that, and then I just wait for the next watch.
Roll perception.
Next watch is Stefan.
All right, I will roll for him.
He's gonna roll
A
fantastic.
nat 20.
Yeah, I know it.
God bless you, absent player.
Yeah.
I am sitting on watch, noticing all things, and I noticed during my watch. I tell you these things as I wake you up. There is catapult. There is ballista. There are werewolves, but they don't give 2 shits about us. Just got next watch.
What does that mean?
Yeah, Bell.
Bellofis, wake up, good friendo.
I am awake.
I know you are a good friend. I would stay up longer, but I need to sleep. I've spent so much time staying awake, making artificial sunlight. Just so you know, there have been things like wolves that walk on 2 feet and 4. There have been things that went on bat wings. I believe I saw dragon. But all going towards classic, which is, as you guys have said, yet our problem.
I'm sorry, does Strahd have a dragon?
At least one that I saw.
All right, well, you get some sleep. I guess I'll take this watch.
I will do this thing that you recommend. And he falls asleep.
Strahd has a dragon. Did not expect that.
Roll perception.
Oh my god. That would be a 23.
Off in the distance, you see flashes of light. Dimly, you can hear the cries of men, the screams of wolves. And you see a flickering form up in the sky that breathes out this beam of green energy that seems to rake against the walls. Something just from it feels acidic.
Do I know what that is?
Roll. I'll tell you what. You tell me what you roll to figure out what it is.
I'm gonna roll Arcana.
Go for it.
Alright. And that is a total of 11.
A young black dragon.
Oh my god, Strahd does have a dragon. I'm finally gonna get to fight a dragon.
That's what you see on your watch. Are you waking up?
I believe it is Maris's turn.
Nope.
Hey Maris, wake up.
I'm up.
Strahd has a dragon.
Fuck you say?
Strahd has a dragon. I'm 100% certain if we had stayed in that goddamn city, we would all die. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Alright. Got it. I'll wake up and I'll take my watch and I'll just shuffle my cards.
Are you drawing a card? You
I'm
didn't
just-
get a chance to draw one yesterday. It's still a
Yes, I
little bit
did.
before midnight.
No, I did. What I drew yesterday, I asked the lady if I should kill the kid or not.
Oh, that's fair. And you saw what was going to happen if you didn't.
Yep. Oh.
I will say through your watch, you're 10 to 2. You have one more chance to draw a card if you'd like.
I don't have a question. No, I'll ask a question. Did I just take that advice? Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to ask questions about my own future.
You can ask whatever you like. The answer may be different.
So, there's a piece of advice given to me one point saying, just find a quiet place in Barovia, settle down, and wait to die. Should I just take that advice? It's card over.
What'd you get?
Druid.
What you see is a tree beginning to grow. Vines swirling around the trunk of it. Leaves sprouting that are the sprouts of those vines, not of the tree itself. The tree itself strangling and dying as the roots cover over it and flourish. The assumption that you get is flourishing is a choice that you and you alone make. If you wait for other options to decide, you will simply be nourishment for their decisions. That's what you get.
Okay, just keeping watch.
Roll perception.
Did a 21.
Are you watching to the west, where Kresk is, to the east, to the north, to the south?
I mean, I feel like I kind of rotate, but I'd be
That's fair.
distracted. I would honestly be distracted by Krez, but I would attempt to look the other directions to keep a proper watch.
Okay. Well, I mean, with that, you notice there are eyes in the woods. Golden eyes, yellow eyes, flaming eyes. They look at you. They sense your presence, and they move along. You were not their intention this night, at the very least. Back towards Kresk. Light glooms. Fireballs are striking. Bodies crashing against walls of protection. A battle's going on. You're not a part of it. Which way it sways, you don't know.
Well, I have told everyone since the day I got here, I'm not a hero.
That brings us to Mr. Stripper Rabbit.
Yeah, I would go up and I would join. That would be the last watch. So Bell's
Yeah, you're technically the last watch.
Eris is, right? Or we only need 4 watches?
Yeah,
no,
we don't...
Sir Plip will be the last watch.
Wait.
Squeaks.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get up and I say, if you want 2 extra hours of sleep to get your...
Yeah, you know, I got that exhaustion yesterday. I don't need it again today.
Yeah, I got this. And I will take a look at the...
Oh, apparently Strahd has a dragon.
Oh, fucking course he does. After kind of sleeping, I look over at the turnips. Do I notice anything special or ordinary about them? They've been sitting here the entire time.
Roll religion.
5.
With it, I would say with advantage because you're specifically trying for.
Nine.
Nothing.
Yeah, with that, I'm going to look at it and be like, you see, here's the mistake that deities in this world seem to make. It's that you think that your gift, that you're just a gift. Your power is just a gift to anybody. You can just give it to anybody. That I should be grateful for your power.
You say that. You feel whatever resemblance of gift vanish.
And I'll tell you this. Turnips? Seriously? Turnips? It was good while it lasted. But you see, I don't need another god's help to kill another god. You know, so I'm probably not even going to survive this anyway. But I will always take the road that leads to less people dying. I want every deity out there to know that.
Personally, I think it's a wonderful choice. always go with the math of the situation.
Since I've got you, you've got a dragon.
Oh, I have a few, actually.
Listen, you are quite easily the person I hate the most out of any person.
Oh, you're so sweet. Stop it.
But level with me.
Very well.
What is your end goal here?
You know my end goal.
Yes.
Irina will become my wife,
And then
and you are nothing more but entertainment
and
along
then
the
what
way.
happens when she dies again? And then what
Then I
happens when you
wait
go to
another
sleep?
30, 40 years. You are nothing more than filthy, stinking,
I
inconsequential mortals. What happens when you die? Nothing. Nothing that I care about, at least.
You think your words hurt? The turn of God's words hurt more.
I surely do not care if my words hurt, squirrel man. You are but one creature in. And he checks his watch. 700 years of creatures in which I have dealt with. I will deal with more. I won't even remember your name a millennium after you have passed.
Is there anything else?
No, not really. I'd rather not waste too much time with you.
Really? Because you've seemed to wasted all of my time. How kind of you.
Please try. I think the abbot, before you said fuck off to him, was about to tell you a place where you could have tried to quench my power. I believe he even mentioned that my power came from one of 7 individual entities. And he
Yes.
was even about to tell you where the other 6 came from. But in your hubris, which is phenomenal for me to speak of, because I am a creature of pride,
Hmm.
in your hubris, you spoke of a higher power. So please, 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 go about your way, Sir Squeeze.
Don't say anything else.
I won't. And the world silences around you. You're standing there rather, in the crossroads. Behind you is the city of Kresk. The wall's gone. The wolves, as the sun slips behind the horizon, begin to burst from the tree lines. And they're not attacking the town itself. They're throwing themselves against the barricades, impaling themselves upon these spiked logs meant to slow advancing forces down, toppling them over. These are fodder forces, and none seem to pay you any attention. And there, sitting at the crossroads, the southern road leading to the Wizard of Wines, stands the same individual we've seen before. With that black carriage. Door still open. That didn't go exactly how I thought it would at all.
It's so goddamn early in the morning.
It's not. It's actually like 9, almost 9:30 at night.
Huh?
It's about 9:30 in the evening. The sun's gone down. The assault has begun upon Kresk.
After 5 watches?
Our last
2-hour
watch.
watches? Yeah, I'm on the
Oh no,
last
you're right.
watch.
You're right. I would say it's probably about let's say 4 a.m.
Okay.
Assaults have gone on for quite a while at this point. And the sounds to the west of you, which is where the village are beginning to grow softer. That being said, I would say Rahadan has not left your campsite. He hasn't attacked. He's just been present, smiling, chuckling from time to time. Just hi there.
And I repeat, it is so goddamn early.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I forget that your kind have to sleep.
No, I've gotten plenty of sleep. I've got all of my spell slots back. It is too early to see your ugly ass face this morning. First your boss, now you.
That's so devilish of you to say, pet.
Hmm. If you're wanting a rise out of me too bad, I spent all of my emotional energy yesterday.
Oh, I promise you. A rise is not something I want out of you. It's a human of middling birthing could get that out of you. I simply wish you to rise a sword against me so I have reason to slay you.
If I recall last time I cast command on you and made you yield and apologize.
Are you absolutely sure that you made me do that? Or that I did that on my own free will?
I'm not
I'm
sure
willing
of
to test
anything.
this theory. Draw your sword.
I'm sorry you're so sad. I'm so sorry you're so bored.
I
How
truly am
exhausting
bored.
all of this must be for you, year
It
after
truly
year,
is.
over and over, searching for different compatriots, hoping that your
Not
hellish.
compatriots, just like you, Sir Squeaks of the Arden Weald. I simply long to return home.
Yeah, that's great. And yet you're working for the person who's keeping you here. Interesting.
Working? No. Have dinner with him and you'll see.
No.
Well, you'll find out on your own. But please, go to Yester Hill. I'm looking forward to it.
I've got plenty of stops. But speaking of stops, I'm ending this conversation, thank you. And I go,
That is surely your choice. I mean, I'm still standing here. You can just walk away. I can still talk. I mean, stopping the conversation. And he's going to continue to talk as you just walk away.
I don't walk anywhere. I just sit down and just take watch. I'd like to make a perception check to see if I can see who has won the fight.
Roll for it.
Perhaps instead of perception, it will be. Would it be better for me to do? Nope, perception's better. um, I'm rolling terribly tonight. A 5. I saw a 5.
What you see with a 5 is flaming arrows launching for the walls. And pretty impressive volleys. and wolves. Four-legged figures, at least you think they're wolves, bursting from the trees and being pinned to the ground by these flaming streaks of light from the walls.
And then I just wait for whoever wakes up next. Eventually, Bell's spell's gonna run out, and they're just gonna hit the hard floor. They'll all wake up at the same time.
Bell's, assuming Bell, you cast Lehman's Tiny Hat, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll last 8 hours. So if the four of you really cast, take 2-hour watches, you're fine.
Mhm.
I am going to use the restroom real quick. Wait.
Didn't hear any of that, but
Don't worry, it wasn't important. Carry on. I'm listening, and that's what is important.
okay. Yeah, I mean, the moment the thing would fall, like you guys would fall out of it, I'd be like, we gotta go. I'm losing it here.
Yeah.
My number
Wait,
one.
so I was gonna ask you how you're doing, but you just said you're losing it. Legitimately, the only thing I feel remotely bad about is that Baron Plip is at that city, and we are not.
I mean, should we go sift through the wreckage for any survivors?
It's still going on.
We should not do that.
I mean, I'm all for people making their own choices, and Baron Plip made that choice. How you doing, Sir Squeaks? About that particular choice.
Yeah, you holding up. Also, why are your turnips just sitting so far away from you?
Because I told Dave to fuck off.
Why are your turnips so flaccid?
Anyone wants free turnips, go for it. In fact, I take out the 715 gold that I made from turnips and I toss it to Maris.
Sweet. Thanks. How much was that? 750?
No, 215.
I also heard 750.
I did hear 750.
215, sorry.
215. 215.
Got it.
It's like, holy shit, we're rich.
Nice. Thanks.
Sir Squeaks, as you reach into your bag to pull that out, the back is flaccid. It's limp. There are no turnips in it.
No, I already took that off of my back and put it by the
I
thing.
figured you did.
I was like, I don't even have that on me anymore. I say I should have trusted my gut when I first got here. I'm arrogant. I'm not that smart.
Yes.
Oh.
But I have good instincts.
What did your instincts tell you when we first got here?
To not trust gods to fix the hell we're living in. We've got to do it ourselves.
Oh, I mean, I could have told you that.
Sometimes it's a lesson we gotta learn on our own. But
I will say this: it's been an hour. It's about time for another 5-minute break. As you say that, the sky is dark. It's cloudless. You see every star in the sky, and you see a figure in the stars, which you immediately feel is a male figure, reaching out with its arm. A female figure grabs its hand, and they pull into an embrace. And the lights from Kresk go dark. Smoke break. See you in 5 minutes.
As we level our characters to level 8.
No.
Worth a try.
If you had stayed 5 minutes longer, you would have seen some ravens there that would have given you an amulet, but no.
Damn it.
Seeing if you gonna go smoke. Bye.
Be back in a second, I guess. jump back.
I've
love
been judged
I
by
love it.
Sporklet the entire way through.
I love it so much.
Sir Squeaks is about to take a dark turn. So wait, so this Raha Den is just sitting at our campsite, just with the carriage.
He's just sitting there. He's waiting. He's watching, smiling.
Do you know where we are at all times?
He hasn't left since the last place you saw him.
That's at a different crossroads because we kept traveling.
Did he follow us?
He's moved slightly. And still the black carriage, the black horses, door still open.
Same question. Do you know where we are all the time, regardless of what we do and where we go?
Well, there's only so many places you can go unless you decide to venture off the beaten path.
Fair enough.
Well, should we?
It's been interesting, I will say that. After Valaki, you watched the town burn, which was their choice, truly. And now you've watched Kresk burn as well. Well, it's still up in the air whether Kresk shall burn. But you've been truly interesting to watch.
So if this is our pattern, maybe the next place we should go is Castle Ravenloft. Everything burns down around us.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Step into my wagon. I'll take you there.
No.
You've been invited.
No.
You are trying very hard.
No harm
Get us
shall come
in
to
your
you
carriage.
should you accept an invitation.
I need some wine.
There's wine in Castle Ravenloft.
There's also wine at the winery, which we are going to.
There is not. Have you not been listening to anything that people have told you?
Well, I mean, to be fair, they didn't say there
is
wasn't
nothing
wine.
at the Wizards of Wine but death and destruction.
Eh.
Should you go there, all you will find is more discontent.
I feel like all of Barovia is discontent. So
Absolutely, and I agree with you. Should you go to where the Druids have raised their prayers, you'll find nothing but discontent. Should you try to stave the werewolves, you will find nothing but discontent. The only place we should find any truth is there at dinner with the Lord of Ravenloft.
What if some of us decide to go with you and some of us don't? Is this an all or nothing? What? I'm just. Is it? I don't know. Is it just dinner?
Absolutely. If some of you wish to join me and some of you wish to stay, that is your choice entirely.
I'm not gonna lie, Belliphus, I kinda think I'm gonna join him in Undercommon. Which I know he also speaks, but Squeaks doesn't.
He smiles, he does not retort.
I'm just saying, why?
I don't know. I'm over it. Ah, shit. I promise not to leave you alone with the squirrels. Never mind. I guess I'm staying.
It's completely up to all of you.
You keep saying that.
Make a choice.
You keep saying that, and then you keep asking us every 5 seconds.
I only ask when I am bid to ask.
Okay.
To be fair, we are fickle people. We probably will change our minds.
You're mortals, it is expected.
The longer I talk to you, the more sense that you make, so I should probably walk away.
You constantly refer to us as mortals.
Yes.
Are you insinuating that you yourself are not
Well,
a mortal?
less so than all of you, really. If I return to the Ardenweald, then I am immortal as always.
If you return to the Arden Wheel, are they even going to accept you after everything you've done here?
As if they would have a choice.
In theory, if you can return to the Arden Wheel, it's because Strahd is no more, which means all of your brethren who do not like you will also return to the Arden Wheel.
There is a difference between likership and leadership. Should Strahd fail to be as he is, then I would have both the Dusk Blade and the Dawn Blade. And then whatever he wants is nothing of consequence.
Yeah. Squeaks is going to be like, feel free to help yourself to some turnips. And I literally say, let's go to Wizards of Wine and check it out ourselves.
If I may,
You may not.
then think upon this as you venture. Do you truly think you are worthy of the Dawn Blade as you stand now? Carry on. And he fades into the distance as you carry on.
Okay. As soon as I get comfortable with the fact that you're out of at least earshot of him, I know this place is magically bugged with wires and fucking wiretaps and shit. Okay. But I say to Belle, Maris, let's not go to Wizards of Wine.
Where are we going? Are we going to Yesterhill?
Well, I think he'll probably just be waiting there for us, so what if we went to one of the other two locations your cards told us about, Maris?
Well, that's an interesting thought, except we aren't entirely sure where they say, because, let's see, we already fulfilled the beggar card. The druid card, we believe, leads to Yesterhill. The artifact was Batman, and we found Batman. The tempter is Strahd himself, so that leaves Myrmidon, which we aren't entirely sure where that is, but all we know is to look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to Mother Night, which, hey, apparently my patron has two sisters, one of which lives in the mountains. We don't necessarily know where that is.
Can I make a survival check to see, or a nature check?
I was gonna say, can I look at the map just to see where the mountains are on the map?
Yeah, I can switch you guys back to the mountain. Hold on.
Because I'm just trying to figure out.
I mean, my best guess at any point with that card has been so it's look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. We've seen several lakes. There's the lake that Valaki is on. There's the lake that Octavio's tower is on. And I'm sure there are hills overlooking both of those.
Well, I don't think it would be the one near Valaki.
I mean, if they're talking about with the other connection to the Den of Wolves, the werewolves did try to attack Octavio's tower, which is on a lake. And I think they were coming from a hill.
And where you guys are at, so there are a couple of lakes here. Lake Zarovich, which is over here. And then the one closest to you is Lake Baratok. Yep, somebody just clicked it right there.
I mean, we were told to avoid the werewolves, but if we're gotta go to a den of wolves
What is
in the
this?
hills,
What is this giant red circled thing here?
I don't know.
It was something we discussed earlier. I believe it was a den of werewolves.
Okay, then that's where we need to go.
Question. Looking at the map with you, not question. Mostly, I think we should go back past Rictavio's tower and go this way, as opposed to go kind of the through Kresik way, unless you want to see if Baron Plip's still alive.
Baron Plip is still in the town.
So, I mean, the choices are, or we can cut through the woods, which seems like a brilliant choice.
I love that choice.
I'm very okay with that.
So through the woods would be the straightest path, or we can go back past the tower and go around the lake, or through the town, which I don't want to go that way.
I say we go through the woods.
I care very much about Baron Plip, but they're away with Rictavio. And if Rictavio dies, then all of this is going to go to shit anywhere. And your deity misspoke about which one would be our helper. But I don't.
Well, she's not my deity. I don't know. I don't hold to religion.
Mm-hmm.
You should have learned that lesson a long time ago, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. My thoughts exactly.
She's my sugar mama. she gives me stuff, and I might help her out.
So
I mean, she hasn't abandoned me yet.
If we are solely doing this based on the cards and based on the idea that this is the best way to get us home and defeat Strahd, then I would say if Rictavio is going to be our person, if Sir Plip is with him, then Sir Plip will be safe.
I would like to point out, though, we still do need to go to Yesterhill, because that is likely where the Druid card is leading us.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want to not go planned route, then I'm okay skipping it for now.
So through the woods? I vote for the woods.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
Yep.
And that is where we'll end for the night.
Sweet.
Consider we're missing 2 of our players.
Right. So maybe we'll like go back when we have the rest of the players and be like, where do we want to go?
As the other 2 come in, hey, so what happened to Kresk? Awkward story.
Not that awkward.
I'd be like, hey, Sir Plip, why don't you tell us what happened at Kresk since you were there?
Womp womp.
Yup.
Like, oh, Strahd burned it. Not our fault.
Debatable.
Not our fault. I'm sorry, I will die on this fucking hill. It was not our fault.
I mean, I can make you die on this hill. It's up to you.
No. I'll come back as something worse, I swear to God. Hello, operator.
I know you will. I know you will.
As something solely created by my devilish mind. I will come back as Barthos the Magnificent.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. That's dirty. Stop it.
Arthos the Magnificent's biggest fanboy who emulates him in every way.
Stop giving him ideas.
He's just a human who painted himself blue.
No,
I hate all of you.
I'm gonna come back as my dad joke bard named Paul.
No. I've been so... None of you have died. None of you have even been at half damage yet. Why would you do this to me?
That's a lie. Strahd almost killed me in Valakee.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you deserved it.
No. There's a theme. There is a theme here. You deserved it. No, we did not.
It's up to me if you deserved it or not. I'm the DM.
Oh,
I decide these things. You gave me this ability.
if you're having trouble at home in your work or whatever, you do not have to take it out on us Friday nights.
I do.
I'm just gonna come back as a
Arr.
magical girl.
Don't you
Healthier
dare.
outlook.
Don't you dare.
Mm-hmm. I'll come back as Puella Magico Magica herself. Okay. All right. Well, we're
Bye.
gonna end the stream. We're gonna dive back into Waterdeep and Neverwinter next week. So make sure to join us at the same time, guys.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks
guys.
for joining us.